What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Come try not to lose a game with us. We're in a dogfight here. Let's go.
Let's go. This ain't the Fox Tyson. Oh, this game he stinks.
Oh shit!
It's gone.
Listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Welcome in, everybody. This is A2D Wednesday nights, only on A2D Radio. Every Wednesday night, we are brought to you by BetUS, and BetUS is a leading online sports book. They've been in the market for over 25 years. You can bet anywhere in the U.S. on everything. Use the link, pin right in our comment section over on YouTube and our description on Facebook. You use that link, you get 125% sign-up bonus. Nate Moss, Noe Eaton, Greg Mwakwik, Ralph Delvecchio, Ryan Brodo. I'm Tom Arnone. Welcome in the Sixers live reactions tonight. So listen, we'll give you the last 9 minutes of this basketball game. Sixers down 4, and then we'll give you a post game after that, and that'll tie in, like, we'll do gut reactions and winners and losers, and we'll have some fun with that once the game goes final. Sixers 2-0 series lead if you've been living in a cave, and a chance to really take commanding lead in this series. Right, series don't start till somebody wins a game on somebody else's court. Right, and it's as simple as that. And they're in a dogfight tonight, an uphill battle, maybe the worst officiating that I've witnessed in my time of watching the NBA. Like, and that's not even being biased, like just horrendous. Not about how many times people went to the line, not even about all that stuff. Okay, just inconsistencies, and you shouldn't have to deal with that come playoff time. Should the home team maybe get a couple extra calls? Sure. Okay, that's just part of it sometimes. All right, But this was terrible. This was a disgrace, and the Sixers, credit to them, they fought through it tonight so far. Right? Really have. Win or lose this game, we're all going to be pissed if they lose, obviously. But win or lose this game, it shows me something tonight. They showed me something tonight. Okay? Win or lose, they showed me something. And I'm proud to say right now that I'm a Sixers fan. Sorry, Greg's way ahead. This is amazing. Go up amongst the trees. Tyrese. That a baby. So we'll have a lot to talk about tonight. We're either going to be, like I talked about, we're either going to be running down Broad a little bit, okay, dodging and weaving, or we're going to be like, oh, man, game 4 should be interesting, right? And we got to sit on it. I don't want to sit on it tonight. I'm not panicking if they lose. I just don't want to sit on it. I want to take somebody out when they're down, right? You're down right now, down 2-0 in a series. Boom.
You want to finish it.
Yeah, finish the job. Finish him. Like Mortal Kombat back in the day. Finish him. So we want to finish. We want to finish tonight. And our live reactions are going to be brought to you by Manscaped. And you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. It's time to throw out your old hygiene habits and upgrade your life. Weed whacker, lawnmower, ball deodorant, everything's going to upgrade you. All their products make your life better. So that's that. Sixers down 2. Comment in, family. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We're live everywhere, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and everywhere you get your podcasts. We're there as well. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Talk to us. Come on, a chance to take the lead. Come on. Have we had a lead? I don't know if we've had a lead. I don't think we've had a lead in this basketball.
I don't think we did.
What better time? Move it.
Take
Good
it.
movement.
Go
Good
offense.
movement. Good movement. Ah! I was like dry humping. I was giving you a Joel. Yo, offensive. Now get the fuck out of here.
No.
Fired up already. Fired up already. Comment in. What do you think about this game? Are you proud of their fight so far tonight? Has it showed you anything? Because it's what it showed me is playoff tough. Because they had to come back from a lot tonight. Let's really understand it. Down 17, down 10 at half, okay? And they just sort of withstood it. They withstood the run, right, that you knew you were going to get tonight. And they didn't withstand it by being down 17. They just withstood it by being able to come back from it, right, and rebound and response. We talk about it all the time. What's your response going to be? That was it, Georges. Freaking minivan mother.
I knew the miss was coming because I saw Greg do a little move, a little maneuver.
I didn't react.
No,
fully.
I made the mistake of looking down. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I won't make.
I was trying to be quiet in it because I was ready for it to go down.
That's gonna be good. Nope, thank God he makes everything first off. Siakam's walked like 27 times.
Thank you.
First off.
Yeah.
What is this? Okay, it's time out. Every time there's a stoppage of play, I think it's a foul.
That's the way the game's gone, right? I mean, you knew Nick Nurse was finally going to get around to the referees. He's been bitching and moaning enough that it was going to affect it. You didn't think it was going to affect it to the level of this, though, right? You didn't think it was going to be an all-out one-sided event. But you knew he was going to get some calls. You knew they were going to go against, the Sixers on some calls, but I didn't think it was going to be that. And on top of that, you knew this was going to be Toronto's best game.
Yep.
Right. You knew Toronto, this was their shot. Right. So Tommy, I think we talked about it on Sunday or you guys maybe on the post game or whatever. You knew Toronto was going to come out with energy this game. This was going to be their game. So the fact that it's a one possession game, the fact that it's under 10 even, is almost, in a game 3 like this is almost a win, in quotes, right? It doesn't matter. It's not going to matter if they don't win because it's still going to then just be a 2-1 series and then we're going to have them back in the door. But in terms of what you expected this game, this is the fight I expected. I didn't expect to be fighting two teams, though, in the referees.
Yeah, and that's the fight I'm talking about because that's easy to just get distracted, right? And early on, before they were down 17, they were fighting, they were in it, right? And it wasn't showing up in the points. And then late in the first is when they really their foot went on the gas, Toronto, and then we had to withstand that, and we didn't essentially by being down points, but we were able to focus back up, run our stuff, right, and do some things to get back into this basketball game. And a chance here in the fourth quarter to win it now. So, I mean, that's what you asked for. And like you said, Greg, we all knew it. They were going to come out guns blazing tonight. And you knew they were going to get some love at home officiating. But the first half was downright atrocious. I was telling everybody, it's a 10-point game. It should really be a 4-point game. I'm not saying the Sixers should be winning. I'm just telling you it should be like a 4-point game. That's how bad it was. But listen, you move on. But how happy right now are you guys with their fight? And does it show you something moving forward here in the playoffs, win or lose? Now, granted, winning is going to show you a lot more than losing, but just some of the toughness you've seen.
The fight per se doesn't really do much for me because I do agree that they've been fighting the refs and everything, but they've been really fighting themselves too. I mean, they're losing 18-8 in the turnover battle. You just can't have that. So I get it.
Can't. It's
been lopsided, and we expected that, and we expected this to be Toronto's best fight, but you can't feed into that also. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, if you lose this game, it's not panic. It's more of an annoyance than anything because it's kind of okay, really, you got to, it's almost the most Sixers thing ever to, do what you did in the first two games. And then in the game that we all expected them to fight the most, to kind of lean into it and then also have a pretty poor performance, especially in the first half, that got them their momentum. But no, I'm not. I see what you're saying with the fight, but it's kind of like just playing with your food at this point. You know what I mean? Just handle your business in the first half, even if with the refs, just play smart basketball and you're in the lead.
Yeah,
right
but you got to understand when you're bumping and you're getting away with stuff and you're getting handsy and you're not getting calls, right? It creates chaos. And when you're playing in somebody else's building too, then it creates chaos with the crowd. And that's what happened in the first half. Not making excuses for turnovers. There were some bad turnovers, and some other of those turnovers, right? Because turnovers become contagious like anything else. So when you're getting away with shit, and that's creating turnover, that's creating steals, which happened a lot in the first, right? What happened a lot in the end of the first half there, or at least the first quarter. I mean, when you're getting away with that, then it allows Pandora to open up its turnover box, right? And what my thing in terms of fight is you fought the Raptors, which I never like to say, but you did, and you fought a team that's going to give you their best fight of the series, all right? And the fact that you were able to lock in and come out in the second half and regroup. That's the fight I'm talking about, because that's the fight you're going to need in the postseason moving forward. You're going to need that response on somebody else's court, especially a House of Horrors, right? We've seen the Phillies play like shit in House of Horrors, right, over the last 2 series. This is a little bit of a semi-breath of fresh air in terms of like, okay, you still got to win a basketball game, though. So, I mean, the fight sort of goes a little bit out the window if you don't win it, but it's still something they say like, okay, I feel good about game 4.
Yeah, the real quick, the player I'm looking at too to really step up. Not that he hasn't; it's just been really limited so far in this game. Tobias Harris has once again been the definition of consistent. As he has in the first 2 games. The problem is he's only had 6 shots so far. So look for him if he gets the opportunity to have 1 or 2 big buckets, maybe even a quick shot 3. But that's obviously beside the big man who's really turned the corner after a horrible first half.
Fuck.
As soon as they put the graphic up with the 0 field goals, I'm like, this is wet.
Yep.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Shoot that from the logo. You could have shot that one for the logo. That's good. All right, come on. I mean, listen.
Oh, right back.
Looks like they're in a bit of a zone.
Yep.
I mean, I think with this game where it's at, you gotta take it. You gotta steal it. This will rip out
Jesus. Sorry, Nate. You'll see. You'll see what happened. You'll see what happened in a minute.
No, I had to switch it to the phone.
Okay. Great call. That's a veteran move.
Ahead of me.
That's a
Next
veteran
5
move,
minutes
Nate.
early down there. He's 5 minutes early.
Man. But nah, I mean, I think with it this close, when it's right here,
let's go.
Take it. Like just take the game. You know what I mean? Win ugly. Like I understand when we talk about fight, and when fight you find character about your team, but you also find character in your team when you win ugly. When everything's against you.
No, that's not a foul.
Sorry. Like you got to take it here. Rip their hearts out.
Bro, they called that a charge?
He called that a charge. He already landed. He already landed.
They get mad too. They're going to get mad too, right? They get mad because they're losing. They feel like they should win.
Part of it. Listen, this is what I'm talking about with the turnovers. Like you're fighting that tonight. That's the kind of shit. Like that's never a charge in the history of basketball. Like I don't care if you've got 5-year-olds playing. Like you can't make contact. Like I don't care. Like I don't care. I don't care. I should never know who's officiating games, right? Who's umpiring games, etc. I should never know. Because it's not been consistent on both sides of the court in terms of the BS. Needed that, man.
Nice.
Needed that miss. 87 up, 4 to go. Can the Sixers take the lead?
Greg, I'm not looking at you.
I'm not looking at him at all.
I'm not going to look at the screen for another 4 minutes of game time.
Good luck. Oh, my God.
Oh, Danny!
He's out. He's out of bounds.
I thought he was out, too.
He's out of bounds.
I thought he was out, too.
That's a joke. He's out of bounds there.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's good. You can just feel it.
What a fucking swing, huh? I literally
can
thought he was
feel it.
fucking out of bounds.
Well, I mean, Danny's got to make that bunt.
It's.
Oh yeah, the Danny thing. Yep, absolutely. But I need that. The guy's out of bounds. I mean, he's just out of bounds. He's laying out of bounds. He's laying on the black part of it. Like what? What? Why? What are we doing? What's going on?
Yes,
Danny.
And he totally redeems himself.
I like Dan. Danny had a nice prop today, man. With his threes, and he had a nice prop with he was plus 215 to make 3 threes today. I didn't get around to
That's
putting
where
out
he's
some
at.
plays that
He's
I
right
like.
there. Yeah.
Man,
All right,
they can
boys.
Steal this freaking game.
90 up. Little over 3 to go here in the fourth. Danny Green ties it up. Sixers still haven't had a lead. Still looking to get one. Toronto's ball out of a timeout. So I mean, listen, like I said, I mean, you gotta find a way to win a basketball game and take care of somebody when they're down, especially when they're going to give you their best fight, and that's what you're going to see tonight. So it's even more of a smackdown when somebody brings everything they have at you and they still can't win a game.
Yep.
That ends the series. The series will be over if the Sixers win tonight. It's just done. It's simple as that. It's over.
Yeah, it'll be a sweep. If the Sixers win tonight, it'll be over.
Worst case, it goes to 5 because they find a way game 4. But like, regardless, it's done. It's night. They win the night. The doors will have to open up a little bit, and you give them some hope. So this would be such a big, just knockdown, game over, right? Finish him type of scenario listen, you really need it. It's playoff basketball, right? You got to find ways to win basketball games. And tonight would be, I'm telling you, tonight I might pitch a 10. If they win a game tonight, I'll pitch a 10 on Broad Street. We'll just get that started because this would be the definition of playoff ready. Playoff ready. Playoff ready. Hey, who's playoff ready? We are. That's what it would mean. So we'll see.
Something to keep an eye on too in the final 3 minutes. Harden's playing with 5 fouls.
Is he? He's got 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
and Danny's got 4.
By the way, Kyle Neptune is now the head coach of Villanova basketball.
Who?
Kyle Neptune.
SpongeBob? Neptune?
Saturn?
Well, that program is going to go south quick.
Yeah. Real quick.
Neptune.
Been real.
Out. If I'm any of those guys, I'm out.
I think they were all older anyway. Yeah, but I think his cupboard was dry, incoming wise.
Well, I'm going.
Probably had a lot to do with it.
My time as a Nova fan is now over.
Yeah, well, I mean,
entering transfer protocol.
Yep, I am now a free agent. I am a free agent.
I'll pray for Temple.
No, I'm good. I'm not going over there.
Aaron McKee.
Oh, come on, Ryan. Such a lovely neighborhood.
Yeah, you too bouge. You can't go to Temple. Don't be
too bougie for North Philly.
Listen, I play golf. Okay, you know I'm too bougie.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of people in North Philly play golf.
Fair.
I need names.
I mean, the list might be small.
It doesn't look like you, Ryan, walking around in North Philly. Don't worry about it.
True.
There's a lot of people in that campus. That's a big ass campus. Just
make sure you stay 2 blocks off of Broad Street. That's it. Anything more than that, you're risking your own life.
Cats got a map of where to go and where not to.
Yep.
They got like a wristlet, like a thing that goes off, like beep beep beep. Too far. Turn around.
I'll write.
Turn around.
Greg, I'm writing that down as we speak.
Don't worry about that. You'll be all right.
Well, yeah, stay out of Mayfair these days, man.
All right, Sixers back on. Ethan says this is why we got Harden. Let's go. Tied at 90. Get a stop. Come on.
You guys got to be my commentary because
that's a
commercial. What the fuck?
5-second call too. A little lenient in the NBA with that one.
You know they're not calling that, Tom.
I think in the NBA they give you like 7.
Oh, they're going to give Toronto 10 tonight.
It might give you a full shot clock. 24 to get it in. Take your time, guys. No rush.
They're going to collapse.
All right. D up, boys.
A little precious.
Oh, what the fuck?
Thanks, Noah.
Precious.
No, that was Ogugwa.
That was OG.
That was Ogugwa.
Might as well have been Precious.
No, that's next possession.
Yeah, he had a nice prop too. He was only 17.5 today. I liked him over.
Stop standing.
Go.
Oh, come on, Danny.
This guy's ahead of me is the worst.
We got to put Noah on a leash or something. I mean, this is crazy. I shouldn't have told him the game was on.
All right. Here we go, boys. We're crunch time now.
Hey, your fault, Ryan.
I took full responsibility.
Left, nothing to panic.
Oh, what the fuck?
23 turnovers for the Sixers tonight.
Thank you,
Everybody
Ralph.
rebound in there. Everybody just gonna stand around on that one with 2 minutes to go. That's fun. Well, this was fun. I'm glad I talked about fight to start the show. So I'm glad we talked about great effort.
We're there. We're all right.
You're all right. You're all right.
I mean, somebody made a 3.
No. Hey, let's go.
Deuce.
Come on. Come on. You need stops this time.
Noah, try to remain calm, please.
We need stops. Come on.
If Noah doesn't react, that means something good happened.
Oh, he's probably gonna react.
So I'm
heard a
actually ahead
sigh.
of you guys
I heard a
on
sigh.
my phone.
Rebound.
Go board. Let's go.
Smart basketball. Smart
That's-
basketball. Oh,
Oh,
God.
oh my God, I was about to go nuts.
Oh, what the
Let's go.
Whoa.
call?
Goaltending.
They counted.
Go.
They
Wake up
counted.
in there. Somebody wake up in there. Somebody do their job. Somebody down there in Toronto, up there, in Toronto, do your damn job. Thank God we're not above Toronto. But somebody in Toronto, up there in Toronto, do your job.
Oh, that's close. If they review this might be close.
Tom, I just want to say, I forgot it.
Are they
Yeah, it's
reviewing it?
definitely That's definitely
I don't know, but they keep on NBA TV. They keep playing it, so
They are-
I'm
they are
assuming they're
reviewing
reviewing it.
It's a
close.
coach's challenge.
It's
Yeah.
close.
That is
It's hard to
super
overturn.
close.
Hard to overturn. That looked like it was coming down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, so it was called goaltending,
It
correct?
was called
Yeah.
goaltending. Yes.
Okay.
So we have to have indisputable evidence, right?
Yeah, but they'll find it, Noah. They'll find it. Don't you worry. They'll get the binoculars.
Throw these refs over the Niagara Falls.
Yeah, Troy, I'm not there. I mean, Danny does a lot of good things for you. I mean, he's fine tonight. I mean, I can't have the last 2 possessions from him, of course, but I mean, they hit a 3 in between there. It's whatever. Danny, you know what I mean? I'd rather have Danny Green at this point than not.
Especially when you're without
was
Mattise too,
close.
right?
Like,
Yeah, that video was close. I actually,
remember last year?
I think they'll give it to him, but I think that was a block.
Yeah, they keep showing it. It's
coming
really-
down.
Yeah, it's coming down. It's starting the rotation. The rotation. It's definitely no longer going up.
I think it's not enough to overturn it. But if I'm on the court, I think that was actually.
I mean, Harden did flat out shove Gary Trent out of the way. By the way,
No, ain't nobody talking about that, Greg. Shut up.
Yeah, no, we
Talking
don't.
about-
no,
we're talking
I'm
about-
good
We're
with
not
it.
reviewing that. They're not.
We're not
they're
reviewing that. We're
reviewing
talking about the shot.
If this was the NCAA, they come back. No basket, offensive foul, James Harden. That's what the NCAA.
All
would
right,
do.
he's out the game.
This is a big conversation.
I think he said it's
I
a
thought
good.
the
I think
one
he
ref
said good
was like, nah,
basket.
that's good.
I think he said good basket.
He just winked at Maxey. Hey, get a
He
call.
better not be winking at the Toronto Raptors, or I'm calling conspiracy right now.
I feel like he just gave a wink.
Max probably slipped on the 20.
Dad Young still in the league?
Yeah,
Ralph
I
got
think
nailed.
he was just trying to get the blonde's number.
oh my
Who? Maxey?
Huh?
Never mind.
I think they kept it.
I want to see a Harden game.
I can hear the commentary downstairs of my dad watching it.
Yeah, they counted it.
Tom,
All right.
Tom, I forgot how stressful these were to do during the
I know they are. They really are.
I forgot how
At least after you can rant and rave. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's like a cleanse. Right now, I'm stuck in a chair. Like I'm not enjoying myself right now.
Oh, I love all you guys. I hate watching games with you.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
usually walking around. Like this time of the game, I'm usually
I'm
walking
amazed.
around. I might bring the computer with me. I might start moving.
I'm like an Indiana Pacer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm all over the place.
Here we go.
I don't even know what a pace. What is an Indiana? But we're not going to do this
I
right
don't
now.
know.
we
After
go.
he makes a 3,
Pace car.
Rebound.
get on the floor.
Everybody dive.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Yeah, that was the best look. That was a goaltend.
Where's the call? Let's go. Let's go, James. Let's go, James. Who said James? Who said James in the chat? Who gave us a Harden? Who gave us a Harden? Come on, James.
I think it was Ethan.
Was Ethan? Yeah.
I think Ethan
You
said
better
this
make
is
both.
right.
You better make both. You better make both.
Yeah.
You better make both. I'm gonna lose my shit. That's why I can't watch games league. I remember Tobias last year in the playoffs. Him and Ben. I feel like Tobias all of a sudden couldn't make a free throw.
Joe's starting to turn into that too, Tom. He's missing like 3 early in the game, so I can't do
He
this.
did miss 3. He did miss a couple before it looked like he hurt his thumb. He did miss a couple before that.
Oh, what the fuck? Come on, they're free.
Shit.
They're free, for
God.
Christ's
He's gonna miss
sake.
them both. He's gonna miss them both now.
I can't watch games with people that are ahead of me. I can't do this. I can't do it.
Noah.
I can't do
Yo,
it. Are you alive? All right,
Okay.
tie game. Let's go. Tie game. Come on.
Can we get one stop, one rebound?
We're gonna find out right before we know.
Oh, we game's already over for Noah.
Come on.
don't worry. I still got 36 seconds here at the Eaton household.
Oh, that's
Good
two
turnover.
more than us.
No.
Greg, don't you friggin' start. You're like a spy.
Stop.
Oh God, not Precious.
Where's the call?
That's what.
Call? What's the ticky tack? We paying patty cake? What the hell is going on around here? That's a horrendous call. He fouls him out of the game. That's what you call his 6-1. That's what you call a star player 6 foul on. That's what you call with the shot clock out of control, going to the basket. He's out of control. That's referee 101. Freaking joke. You take out a team's star player in a playoff game. In a playoff game, you allowed to get there? It's a horrendous call. It's a bailout. It's a joke. He's out of control going to the basket. That's referee 101 when I first started doing that.
They're
Doctor's
challenging
challenging
it.
it.
They're challenging it.
Absolutely. That's common sense. The horrendous call. The foul out of star player. Think about that. Think about that. What star players are found out of playoff games? Joker? Because I think he was like he might have mugged 7 guys. Or no, he got teed up twice.
Yeah, he got ejected.
Teed up twice. Star players don't get 6 fouls called against them unless they're out there mugging guys. I mean, it's a joke. It's a joke. Your job's not easy, but your job's easy in a way because some of it's common sense, right? Some of it's feel, right? That's a feel call. That's a total feel call. I'm not bailing you out when you're out of control. There's 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Grow up. Take a peekaboo one time.
You know,
Hey,
this is not getting overturned either.
They only get,
It should be. He's standing right there. He's standing right there, Nate. He's standing right freaking there with that call.
Yeah. What's the challenge rules? Like, do they get if they get one and then if they win it, they get another one?
No.
Once it's one and done.
One and done?
Yeah, one and done, but you get to keep your timeout. You get your timeout back.
So it's not going to get overturned, and we're going to lose a timeout.
Yeah, it's hard to overturn that.
Well, you got
He got his hand on him.
Oh no, I'm not
Especially-
saying I'm not saying you shouldn't have. You absolutely have to challenge that.
It should
Shake
Yeah, for
Milton-
sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Shake Milton's finishing the game if you don't challenge that.
What up, Nick Estott? Shouldn't have to challenge BS. You're right. Shouldn't have to. Guy standing right there. Feel the game. Freaking bail out. They capped it. Freaking joke. It's a joke. Wilson in the chat. It's a foul. Okay, because you're on the hate Harden train. We get it. Catch him every Sunday if you feel like it. On agree, disagree. All right, on the Sundays he makes it.
Ball don't lie.
Where are you watching from? It's not
Yeah,
even. They're not even showing it yet.
Let's go.
Okay,
Which
good.
was a 1-1. But they
I know,
played it
that'd
on
be
a 1-on-1,
great.
didn't they? Felt like they played it on a 1-on-1. Come on, give me another.
Well,
Give me a Frosty.
If he misses, get the rebound, please. Let's not do this.
Give me a Frosty.
Is that Precious?
Ah!
Let's go.
Stop. We iced the
Free
kicker.
Frosties.
We iced the
Free
kicker.
Frosties.
We iced the kicker.
Go.
Let's go. Win a
Let's
basketball
go.
game. Now let's win a
finish it.
basketball game. Let's go win
Finish
a
the deal.
And let's
Who
win
takes
a
You really missed fucking 2 of them?
Who
Precious.
takes the shot?
Precious. Tobias Harris. 100% Tobias Harris.
Who takes the last shot here? I'm gonna say, listen, I'm gonna keep the trend here, man. Give me Maxey.
I like the Maxi call. Give the kid something.
Yeah, let Maxey walk it off.
I guess it's not. I guess it's not going to
Give me
be
a
James
Maxey
Harden
for the win and the cover.
Official.
A Maxi walk-off in the playoffs. This city might collapse.
There's my guy, Rob Ubben, by the way. There's Robbie.
What up,
Rob,
brother?
hold on. Let me get to the things.
Dim the lights.
Let me get to the trying to find it. I don't know if this is it.
She's there.
We're just asking for a walk-off for our Sixers. Just asking for a dub. Dublin, a place that's been a house of horrors for us. We're not asking for a lot. All right? Get the devil out of here. All right? Get the devil out of here. That's all we're asking for. Can we go win a game up there? All right, they can have game 4. They can have it. We're just asking for game 3. Let Tyrese Maxey, the real coming out party, start right now. Little walk-off winner. Then we got to play defense. Then we got to play day. And we got to play day after that.
Depending on how late, it's only 27 seconds.
There's 5-second difference.
That's a lot of time, Craig.
5 seconds. I mean, you might.
Especially with a timeout, because they're
Shot
going to call.
goes up, gets the rebound.
I see you, Andy. Old testify. Little Devon.
Key says give it to Embiid, but I feel like they're gonna be all over it.
Yeah, I mean, you see they're all looking at him. They're all looking at him.
Take it. Just take it.
Please.
I don't care about shot clock.
Please.
Go at 7. Gotta go at 7. Gotta go 7 or 8 because you gotta give yourself a chance.
Please.
7 or 8. 7 or 8, you gotta go. 7 or 8, you gotta go. We're at 10.
Please.
We're at 10. 7, gotta go. When we're not going, they're gonna double. Stop. I don't need that shot. Good rebound, Toby. Oh my God, he missed it. That's no call.
He got mugged.
There's no call there.
He got mugged.
Yeah, real quick. There was no jump ball, though. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, Ralphie, yeah, or that, like right away, right?
Oh, yeah, I'll give you that, yeah. But you get like whistles dead there. Not when you called the foul on the other end.
Oh my God, he got mugged. Still would love it. Still could use it. That's a great rebound, though. Oh no, that's a foul, Greg. That's a foul. That's a foul.
Yeah.
It's a foul. That's a foul. That's a joke. It's a freaking joke. It's a freaking joke. A mug.
I don't know if that's what Doc rolled up, but that wasn't the best shot for Joel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that.
OT with no Harden.
I don't know if that's what Doc drew up or if that's just what Joel wanted to do. And, hey, he's your best player. Well, obviously it is what it is, but.
Get a feel for life, Rob. Get a freaking feel for life. I should kick you off shows for I should give you a month suspension for that comment. Like a month. Hey, just take a breather. You know what I mean? Maybe go visit a couple places, read a book or two. I don't know. But if you didn't watch the fight of this basketball team all night and you're going to say they deserve to lose because of the last possession, grow up. Because if he makes it, you're jerking him off. You're jerking him off and then you're swallowing. So grow up. I know exactly what you're doing. You're going balls deep. How deep can we go? How low can we go? If he makes it. So get a clue. All right? I don't like the shot one bit. I don't like it one bit. Okay? But at the end of the day, if he makes it, let's not act like it's not like a skate. We're going skiing. Guys. Come on.
Not only that, it was a nice board by Harris, and he had a chance at a putback there. It was just a little short. Fuck.
I love Rob, but I hate when people don't have a feel. I just can't. I'll just expose guys with no feel in life. Rob, that's not the play they called up. Obviously, I think it was the Maxey, and then Maxey gave it to Tobias, and Tobias got out of his hand quick to Joe. When I think they should have ran a 2-man game there with either Maxey or Joel. So I doubt that's what Doc called up. I love when people say that. Like that's the play call Doc came up with. Like you really think that's what he came up with? A step back 3? That's what you? Okay. If you think that, you buy a clue. All right, I'm not ever going to defend Doc, but buy a clue if you think that's the play. Like, I got a great one.
Another suspension. Here you go.
Oh, my God. Get a clue.
Well, Jimmy, that's your fault for praising Doc ever. I mean, come on.
But lost what? We're in overtime. We didn't lose. I think we would all have gladly taken overtime after the first half.
So you're blaming it on Doc and Joe, and like I said, and that's not the play call they designed. So you can say, "Hey, Joe, that's a bad shot." All right, bad shot. But then Tobias gets a rebound, has an opportunity, and he gets mugged. So come on, guys. Keep it 100 both ways. You're blaming games on like one possession. Like that's what this team fought all the way back from 17 down, and you're gonna blame it on one possession? Okay, all right, okay. Remember my first time?
There we go.
Let's go. Shut up, Brinks. Shut up. Shut up.
No, but Tom, it's bad all around, Tom. It's bad all around.
Oh, worst game ever. Worst game ever. Oh, my God.
I ain't going to hold you, though. I'm with you, Noah. Tobias should have hit that.
He's got to hit that.
He's got to hit that.
Oh,
he got the ball up. He's got to hit it.
Oh, the last shot of regulation. Yeah, I mean, Tobias had a good look at the putback there.
He
fell
got
short.
but he got the ball up.
Would have lost by half a point, but I would have taken that.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I told you the other night. I don't know. I did 4 shows in a row here. So, but I think I said the other night, like, I don't care if you win by a bucket. I don't care if you win by a point.
Nope.
I don't care.
In the playoffs, just win.
Even if I got money on it. You know what I mean? Don't care. Don't care. Just give me a dub, get out of town. And you're not out of town.
Oh, that was a long 2 by Toronto, by the way.
Ah!
This is where you should have Harden on the court, and it's a joke.
Damn.
I could go all Nick Nurse tonight. You know what I mean? I could go all Nick Nurse, like just complaining about.
Do you have a hat with your initials on it, Tom?
No, I don't.
He does.
Does he?
Yeah,
is that what that hat was?
Yeah,
I think it's for
hat.
I think it's for his foundation, but still.
Okay.
I'll leave it. I'll leave it alone.
Foundations, I'll give passes on.
Yeah, I'll leave it alone.
Yeah. Like me wearing like TA.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, like a TA hat. He's cool. Guess you didn't know my name. No, listen, guys. We need that call at the end of the game. It's not the ideal final possession there, but we still got a second opportunity, and I agree. There's a lot of contact, and there was contact before you even went up. All right, but I still need you. I need you there. Need you to make that one. Right? Need you to make that one. But it's over with, and we still got a chance to win a basketball game.
Take that, Toby. Damn. I was hoping he would have taken that.
Nice board.
Good board.
Maybe
Joe.
we'll get a call finally.
Oh,
we finally got a call. How about that?
I love that ball movement right there.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's really clean ball movement. I love the shot. You know, it didn't go in, but I love the shot. It's a good shot. It's a good look.
And that's the right guy at the right shot at the right spot, right? You know what I mean? It just didn't go in. It happens.
97 up. 3 minutes, over 3 minutes to go here in the. We got a lead.
Nice. Take over. Take over now.
Got a lead. We got a lead. Probably not for long. We'll probably bury a 3 right here. But we got a lead. Come on, Joe.
Now stay ahead, man.
Damn.
Stay ahead.
That's a great day. Great day.
Almost a travel there. Jesus.
Great day. Lock all windows indoors, Tyrese. That's too easy.
Nope.
It's a walk. Where did he go to? Where did he go to? Stop it. That's a walk.
Lord.
Yeah, how many fouls does Joel have? Anybody know? Top of the head?
Three.
Oh, my God, dude.
Oh, 'cause he's playing like he has 5.
God, you guys had that. You had it, Tyrese.
Maxie's got. Oh no. Turnovers.
Stop it.
Oh, that's filth. That's filth. That's
Danny Green.
filth.
Danny Green's the only guy in any foul trouble. He's got 4.
Guys, nobody can say Harden doesn't help us like an OT. Just stop. Like, Bill, I love you, but stop. Stop. I love Tyrese. Right? I want him to, I love him having the ball in his hands, but let's not act. Get out of bounds. Sorry. Mid reaction.
Now go, Toby.
Oh, we got a board?
Steal.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, he played great defense.
That's fantastic defense.
Good day.
Reset.
Come on.
Come on. Go up
2
3
minutes
here.
to go.
Go up
6
3
1.
here. Come on now. Go up 3.
Yeah, I'll just.
Oh, you had that.
Oh, I thought that was good. Damn it.
Had that. He should have taken that 3, Tom. He should have taken that 3.
I feel like you could have kept going to the bucket there. I feel like he settled.
Yeah. He was playing like the shot clock was on 2 there.
Good day, Danny. Ball.
Oh, we lost it.
Ball out. Our ball.
Nice. Thank you for not calling a stupid foul. Thank you for not calling a stupid foul.
Give me this is actually a good take. I'll crush you when it's a bad one, and I'll love you when it's a good one. Tobias first team all NBA defense. I think he's done a tremendous job this year.
Drastic improvement since he's come to Philly. His first year, he was bad defensively. Then he gained like 10 pounds, and he's been very good defensively since.
And that's the facts of it. He tried to become a better defender by putting some weight on, right?
And and unfortunately he became slower offensively, which is why he had that real, like, when I say slow, I mean really slow offensively. But that's why he had that little adjustment a couple years ago. But
well, yeah, I mean, he was also, and again, to his credit, early in his career, he was that swing guy. He was a 3-4, needed to be athletic enough to be a 3, but also strong enough to play the 4. He got here, and it was you're a 4. You're a 4.
And this is why the Al Horford team, Greg, didn't make any sense, because this was the year after Tobias put on the 10 pounds. So his body was more like a 4, right? But he was forced to play the 3 while being slower and bigger against much quicker 3s, because Horford had to play the 4.
Yeah.
It actually, looking back on it, it makes that roster construction look even worse now than what we realized at the time.
Somebody should call Tobias and been like, "Hey, Toby, listen, we're probably going to go get Al, so maybe don't put on those 10 pounds yet."
Yes.
Right? Yeah. But hey, listen, I think I know I texted you, Ryan, and Greg earlier. I mean, dogfight from Jump Street, and we're in it still now in the overtime, 132 to go and up 1. So who's going to be a hero tonight? All right. Who wants to talk folk heroes? Who wants to talk Big Shot Bob? Right. This is the time right here. It's the time right here. Put a little icing on the cake.
I didn't need NBC Philly to put that graphic up on my screen.
I didn't look at nothing.
I didn't need that graphic in my life. I'm not going to say what it said. If anybody saw it, you know what it said. See? That's what I'm talking about. See? It's graphics' fault. Shouldn't have put the graphic up.
What the graphics say?
Teams to go up 3-0 or like 186-0. It's like you're already talking about going up 3-0.
We know this.
No.
Good board. Good board. Come on. Al Basket could almost win you something. Come on. Come on.
I know.
Without a basket. Take him. Just go. Just go. Use your speed.
I know. Nobody on this team can guard you.
All right, you got the switch. Now get him in the post then.
You got 4 seconds.
Oh, that was a bad shot.
What is that shot? What is that shot?
He's just friggin' settling. I don't know what that means.
Oh, get out. Oh, my God, no. Oh, my God, another horrendous one. Another fucking horrendous
Don't get teed up, though. Please don't get teed up.
Can we review another one?
No, all review plays go into the booth. Rotate.
Oh, that's all ball.
What is that call?
That's all ball, Ralphie.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my goodness!
That's 100% ball.
Coming back. That's coming back, right? That's coming back.
It has to. I mean, that's the cleanest block I probably can see with no contact. Are you kidding me? This is the call. Toronto wasn't complaining. That's a call on a clean block. It's a clean block. It's a joke. It's a joke in the NBA. It's a disgrace that you don't go to the monitor.
Ball don't lie.
Just change the game. No, it does. It does lie because you were up 1. It does lie.
All right, we have a chance to redeem ourselves then. Oh, Jesus.
We played great defense right there. We're still up 1 with the ball.
All right, here we go. Let's go win it.
No, don't say a damn word.
No, stay calm now, please.
You're waiting on us now.
Mute him. Mute.
We're waiting on us.
Delete him. Get him out of here.
Take him then. You got to go. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck was Joel doing?
Literally, what the hell?
Oh, Sixers took a timeout.
Okay.
They got a timeout.
Well, how much time? They got to put some time back on.
Yeah. They're going
Probably
to look
4 seconds, I would say.
Well, no, we should be winning this basketball game. This is the point of terrible officiating.
That was a fucking terrible call.
Something's clean, guys. That's a clean
Not
block.
only that, how many opportunities have we had?
Drew, he's not clutch, Drew. He just made a block on the other end of the court. Okay, on the other end of the court, that still leaves the Sixers up 1 with like 27 seconds left. It almost essentially ends the game because now they have to foul you. They have to get in the foul game. They got to get in the foul game. So you're going to the line time. And Tyrese keeps giving the ball up too soon. So don't tell me, Bill, earlier on that having Harden doesn't matter.
Yeah. Could use somebody who knows how to play in these situations.
Now you're screwing their whole scheme up. This is why I understand why this is happening, right? Because now you're playing with a 5 that you're not. It's not your usual point guard that you've been running with. Make sense? So it's a bunch of guys like sort of just trying to feel their way out. That's why you had 3 bad possessions, right, Greg? You know what I mean? If you think it from that side, it's another reason why you had 3 bad possessions, because you don't have a veteran. You don't have the veteran point guard that you went out and got because they want to foul him out of the game on a phantom call too.
This has got to be This has got to be Niang, right?
2.6 seconds with
I'm not giving you
0.9.
anymore.
0.9 on the shot clock for everybody else.
They didn't put anything back on.
No, so that was a waste of a timeout.
Not really.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
I mean,
It gives you a shot at it. It gives you a shot at it.
Yes!
No way.
Shut up!
No way.
Oh my God!
No way. Walk
Oh
House
my
of Horrors.
God!
House of Horrors. It's over. The crying was over.
Wow.
Let's go.
Second left.
The crying.
Yeah.
What the hell
The
up?
crying meme went to bed tonight. The crying meme died tonight. What a shot. Oh, listen, that's the best basketball player in the league. That's the best basketball player in the league.
Can we pull that comment? Joel's not clutch up. Let's pull that comment up again.
Where are you?
Where's that comment
There he
again?
is.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, this is Drew.
That is the best basketball player in the league. In the league, and I don't want to hear nothing anymore. What a shot. And then somebody said, they were saying about bad timeout. That's not a bad timeout. Never a bad timeout
Hey,
there.
Brinks, do we deserve to win now, Brinks?
Come on. Overstood. Listen, this basketball team overcame a ton tonight. And if this doesn't give you a ton of confidence more moving forward in the playoffs, nothing will, right? Nothing will. If this doesn't make you feel really good about the fight, okay, about the scratch and claw ability that you need in the playoffs and other hostile environments. And not only did you beat the Toronto Raptors, you beat the referees tonight. So you double dipped. That's a double dip. That's like putting your balls on somebody's face. You know, that's a double dip right on your face, Nick. How's that feel? How's that taste, Nicky? How's it taste? You loser.
Ain't that something? Not that it matters, but they put 0.1 back on for them.
Yeah, if they make something right now, I'll never do a show again. Like I will like quit doing shows for the
I
foreseeable
can't
future.
believe he made that.
Dude, that's like listen,
and
Ralph,
MVP shit.
On the
That's
NBA TV feed, they're showing the Kawhi shot now too.
Hey,
This has got to be the
course.
Toronto feed.
Yeah, of course. Of course
Hey.
they're going to start after he made that shot.
Hey, Ralph, you know why we're not shocked that he made it, Ralph? You know why?
Why?
Because he fought lions. That's why.
a lot of them.
MVP shit.
Fought
Not just one,
lions.
reportedly. Not just one.
Numerous.
Listen, that's MJ type shit from a 7-footer. Right? That's like night.
Did you do the
Night,
shrug?
night.
Did you do the shrug?
Hey, D'Angelo Russell does the ice in his veins. He should get it taken away now. It should be Joel's. Like, you're not allowed to do that anymore. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh my God, it's all the way down the RN too. They're gonna watch this.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go off screen.
If they bury something, I tell you, I'll never watch a game again. I'll never watch a game again. Oh, watch it. I'll just never do it live with you guys. I'll just I'll just lay low. I'll turn the blinds. I'll take the blinds
Best
down.
player in the NBA right now.
No, that didn't get off. That's
Oh!
imagine if that bounced 15 times up in the air.
I mean, that's the best of both worlds. That's a win and a cover. Bang bang.
Let me tell you something. Okay, people should be scared of us. All right, we all talk here and we sit here. Who we should be scared of? No. You should be scared to play us.
Whoa.
What a night. What a night from the MVP. 5 points in the first half, ends with 33. 12 from 20 from the line. And the prayer service worked tonight. It worked, boys. It really did. It really did. And now the fight we were talking about earlier, right? I'll continue to say the fight we were talking about earlier. Now we can really talk about it. When earlier on, it's because we have an unknown over our head. But now and then you go to OT and you win it without Harden too. Think about what this team's overcame just tonight. Just tonight. This is playoff basketball. This is a place where they have struggled in the playoffs. This is a place where the guy cried going to the locker room. This tells you he wants it. He showed you he was on the floor earlier on in the first quarter. Other guys weren't.
So is that right, Tom?
They're to bed. Night.
Well, now it's
Bye-bye.
this. Now he's
Yeah.
smiling.
Put a
Now
smile
he's smiling.
on him.
Now he's smiling.
Now he's happy as he should be.
That's growth right there. That's maturity. That's what he learned. You know what I mean, you got to go through those things. What a shot. It's a robbery if he doesn't get MVP. He should have won. He should win MVP just on that damn shot alone.
Wow. I'm almost like speechless about
You know what's funny, Tom? How many friggin' shows have we done waiting for a moment like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we going to get one? Are we going to get a bounce? Are we going to get something? There couldn't have been a better place for it to happen. First game back since 2019 in Toronto.
Like the Eagles, Panthers, when all those penalties came against the Eagles and you still won.
It didn't even need a bounce.
Shit.
That was nothing but net.
There was nothing but that. No, you're right. And let's give some of our gut reactions to what we just watched. Okay, right after it, we just got done it. And that's going to be brought to you by FanUp. And FanUp is the best way to enjoy fantasy sports, daily NBA contests, daily MLB contests, win great prizes. Sign up today. Use our promo code A2D for 5,000 bonus points at the $50 value. You can find FanUp right on the Apple Store. Come challenge me. I accept all bets, even if I don't like them. 50-50 chance of winning. That's how I look at it. Gut reaction is this. Tonight showed me this team's ready. This team's ready for whatever comes next. Okay, Joel Embiid showed me something tonight too. Right, in a place where he struggled, okay, in a place where he's turned the basketball over, which he did tonight. This team overcame 20-plus turnovers, all right, and still and the officiating and the best effort you're going to get from Toronto, and they withstood it all tonight. And that goes to that goes to leadership, that goes to coaching. A lot of factors play into that, and great players. And tonight shows you that this team absolutely should get over their hump this year. All right, they should be playing in an Eastern Conference final. That's what tonight showed me. They're ready for that. They're ready for it. They're ready for it. This is different than teams I've watched in the past. I've watched this team win first round series, and it wasn't like this. Right? We've watched it. Where it's like you might not see the toughness. You might win a series, right? But you don't see some of the toughness in the series that you're looking for come playoff time. Listen, if you didn't see that tonight, if you watched this game tonight and you said, "Wow, man," and it's over, and you say, "This is a tough basketball team," right? This is a tough one. I won't want to play these guys. I don't know what to tell anybody then, because that's what I saw. I saw a team down 17. I saw a team playing up against the refs too, and you're able to come back and you're able to send it to overtime, and you had some bad possessions down the stretch, and you still found a way. Because this isn't a regular season win. Let's keep it all in perspective. 2-1's a lot different than 3-0. Just to be clear with the people. The big time difference from 2-1 and 3-0. 3-0, you just little. You got one more hammer in the coffin for the nail. It's almost in. It's in, essentially. He's got to make sure it's secure, right? He's got to make sure it's secure up 3-0. Right? Up 2-1, we're right back in Toronto again with a chance for them to even the series. That's a huge swing. Huge swing. It's a gigantic win, and it says a lot. And I'll say it again. Joel Embiid's the best basketball player I've seen this decade. The way he's playing this year is the best basketball player I've seen this decade. It's that simple. It's that simple. He'll just eat you alive. So my gut reaction to this team is who I think they are. That's what they are. They are who I thought they were. And that's a damn good basketball team and a dangerous one. And James Harden tonight, before he fouled out, was tremendous. Okay? He was tremendous tonight. I know he gets some heat around here, and I get it. He's been a tremendous point guard throughout these playoffs. And tonight he started getting his buckets and big ones, right? And I thought he, in the first half, sort of even kept it from us being down like 28. Okay? So, I give James a lot of credit tonight, and we know what Embiid did. But this is the best basketball player I've seen. And for this team to overcome what they went through tonight in the first half, man, if that doesn't feel like different, I don't know what does, right? Does it not feel different than the last X amount of years we've been in the postseason? Like, this win just has a different feel to it, right? We cleansed it. We cleansed the bounces tonight. Here on A2D, right? We talked about it. Oh, I can't believe it. Live reactions never go well. They never go well, right? We get 47 bounces on them, right? This was a one that went our way, and we cleansed the meme. We cleansed playing in Toronto. We cleansed the bounce. Everything get cleansed tonight, because it's not just like, you won't go up 1-0 in a series, right? Win, right? It's a 3-0 series lead with the way you had to go win a basketball game tonight.
It's it's the definition of a statement. In years past, to your point, Tom, you find ways to lose this game, and for 3.5 quarters, it felt like this was going to be one of those games. If you would have bet me any sum of money and said, okay, You got to put your entire house on whether they win or lose. There's no part of me that thinks they win this game tonight. From the beginning of the game, second quarter, midway through the third, end of the fourth. Hell, parts of this overtime, I didn't think they were winning this game. It felt like one of those where things just don't go our way. We bit ourselves, we shot ourselves in the foot. We didn't have the refs going our way. We lose James Harden at the end of the fourth going in overtime. It looks like, you have, we forget about this. Think about the possession right before we called the timeout. We're screaming, what are they doing? What are they doing? They called timeout. We forget all about, everything that happened.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that Tyrese Maxey, he held on to the ball too long, or Danny Green missed the 2 bunnies, and then Tobias Harris missed the 1, or all those stupid foul calls in the ticky-tack. It doesn't friggin' matter. And for once, and maybe this carries on to the next series, and God, please, the next series, and maybe even the next series. This isn't going to decide if we win, game 4, or this is not going to decide if we beat Miami or whoever comes out and we face in the Eastern Conference Finals if we get that far. But to your point, you do not win this game in past years. For whatever you want to say, because the bench, because the guys weren't ready, the coaching, whatever. That means something. Because this isn't like, bad things happen in Philadelphia. How many times have we seen that go the way for everyone else? And I'm not just talking about Kawhi. Anybody. Freaking Kemba Walker in Charlotte.
Every sport, it always feels like it's against us.
Yes. So
they were able to overcome all that tonight, especially in overtime, because of how well they played defensively. I mean, they even had a mini drought in overtime there, but it seemed to me there that they held Toronto scoreless for a 2.5 or 3 minute stretch.
Well, in the fourth, they did it for 4 minutes. In the fourth, they held them. They outscored for 4 minutes. They've done that a couple times in this series, Noah, to your point, and it shows you that they have the ability to really play good defense, and a big part of that is wing defenders, and Danny Green's been tremendous, and Tobias has been tremendous, and nobody's going to talk about that, but they've been flat out tremendous defensively on the perimeter.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it seems like they rebounded very well, especially on the defensive end, and limiting Toronto's opportunities. And that really helps. If we're in a little bit of an offensive drought, if we're able to get 4 or 5 stops in a row, it maximizes our opportunity, and we're able to take advantage at the end.
Some of the worst basketball I've seen from this team all season. And unfortunately, and this is why, again, we talk about how it just didn't seem like it would be their night. It was some of the worst basketball we've seen from this unit, or even before the Harden trade. And it was happening in game 3 of a playoff game on the road. The fact that you come out of it and you win in the way you did.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting back and watching now. Because
gotta win ugly.
Those things don't happen to us. They just don't.
Gotta win ugly. Gotta win on the road.
Yep. In every sport,
gotta find ways to win.
And every
got a good play call. Everything worked.
Yeah,
everything worked when it counted. I'll take it all day.
Doc's been tremendous. He's been tremendous.
Get them the fuck out of here. Let's rest up from what's coming next, which is Miami, which is going to be a dog fight with Miami.
I love a good dog fight. I can't wait. We got a guy who fought lions. The dogs. Oh my God. No. Okay. The dogs. No issue here. But well said. You got to find ways on the road. You got to overcome on the road. Great teams do that. Great teams find a way to do that. And we watched our basketball team that has had their ups and downs in the postseason throughout the years, right? Not being able to get over past the second round ever, right? And tonight is a prove-it game to me. Tonight meant a lot to me, right? And it meant even more to me after the first half, right? Because you're down 10. I mean, after the first quarter, I think you're down 7. You're down a ton. Somewhere at some point in the second quarter, you're down 17. All right. Yep. Then you're down 10.5. Right. And you're able to overcome that. And then the officiating, I know we keep repeating that part of it, but it's really overcoming the score and a place. The bigger part of it is like, okay, you came back, right? In a playoff game. Cool. It's where you did it. It's who you did it against. It's how it ended. Right? You gotta, right, Ralph? You gotta connect all the dots. And when you connect all the dots, you say to yourself, man, this team might be on to something. That's all. I don't know what that something is, but it's past the second round. That's all I know. So come on in.
Just to win the game, how you guys did tonight, where in the sense of like, I think it was over 20, almost 25 turnovers tonight, and then you had to deal with the refs and all the bullshit they were calling, and even to come away with a win that you guys did. I mean, I don't know how Toronto bounces back after tonight, because it seemed like the refs just wanted to give the game to Toronto, and it felt like Toronto was like, I don't want my food quite yet. And you know what? When you're giving food on a silver platter, you got to take it. And Toronto didn't do that tonight, and you guys got the win. And I think everything that was there for Toronto in tonight's game, you guys might sweep. It might go for it. You might sweep next game, because just how series go, right? The home team, usually the home team gives you everything they got in the first, when they're down 2-0, and if they don't win that game, then they usually, the win comes out of the sails and they go on to lose the series. So
hey man, Ralphie,
I think everything that happened tonight with you guys is just, it was unbelievable.
They
unbelievable.
got square in the dick tonight. It's over. Call it up, pack it in. They'll show up. Yeah, but the Sixers next game should be like, we need to finish it here. Let's
absolutely.
Let's finish it here and then rest up, because some of them boys is hurt. I think I was looking at the numbers. Maxey played 50 minutes.
Yeah, he played almost just about every minute. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys need to get them out of here and get some sleep.
With the 5-minute overtime, what's that, 52? Right?
Yeah,
12,
they put in big minutes today.
Yeah.
Big
52, 53 minutes.
They don't play until Saturday, which is good, right? So it's not like they even play, they have 2 days off.
Oh, is it Saturday?
Yeah, it's Saturday.
When's tip off on Saturday?
2 p.m. Eastern time. So, they actually get an extra rest day in, which is nice right now, especially after playing overtime like that for their bodies, Nate. And you're right. Like, now end it. Right? If you come back home, then you end it in 5. Either way, and done in 4 or 5. Like, we'll love a sweep, all for it. If not, you come home and you end it. Night. So either way, I mean, a sweep would be glorious. But part of me doesn't like having too much time off. So part of me was like, I don't really have an issue if it goes 5.
I like the time off though, Tom, because I feel like
you're still gonna get 5 days.
He comes back fresh after like a good week, and he does his thing, and he goes out partying, and he comes back, right? I feel like they need that. They just need that. They just need that little bit of break, because they got beat up in Philly. They got beat up in Philly. You know what I mean? He's got wraps on his hands and shit.
Yeah, but how many days they get off anyway? They get 4 or 5 off in between the series anyway.
Yeah. No, they do.
I mean, can I get a week? My point is, like, I don't need a week and a half. Like, just give me a good solid week off, and I'm good with that. Just like before the playoffs. Just give me another week off. And then, guys can heal up a little bit. We can still practice hard like they've been doing. And a lot of reports have been coming out about that, on how great their practices were, from players and coaches, leading up into this series. How focused, how hard they were on each other. Hey, that's a breath of fresh air around here, because they had a guy in the room before. I'm not going here, but that you couldn't do this with. So supposedly he can do it in Brooklyn. They're down to 0-2 too, but supposedly they're allowed to get on him there. But
he's gonna be their savior.
Yeah, you can't get on him here, but that's a breath of fresh air, and that shows me guys, right, Nate? You've been in locker rooms, right? That shows me guys who want to win. It's not personal. Like, I love you, bro. You're a brother of mine. We're a teammate, right? But if you're not taking that shot, right, or not confident in that shot, or you're not running a play right, it's okay to be like, yo, lock in here. We got a big series coming up, right? Come on, it's playoff time, or whatever the case may be, right? And that's what greatness does to the teammates. I mean, MJ would ride you. I mean, you felt like you don't even know. You felt like you did like a month in the joint. Right? So you did a month in the joint after Mike. I mean, that's what he would get up in you in practices. So that's what and Kobe did the same shit. I mean, Ralphie knows that. I mean, Kobe did the same stuff. Rest in peace to the great Kobe Bryant. But he did the same thing. He had no problem telling you, yo, we don't do that here. We don't run it like that.
I've just never seen a 7-foot center catch the ball, spin, and just. It wasn't even like backboard, and then it was fucking all just.
Didn't even hit rim.
Yeah.
At least, Kawhi's shot hit rim. Now it took him to the finals, but.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right.
Man,
but no, it's funny.
Like, you're always at the worst times with your fucking takes. I hate it. God damn it, Greg.
Tell him.
I went mute to listen to Joel's.
Right, it's supposed to be a happy night.
Yeah, the post game presser, and he mentioned that was the play call coming out of that timeout. Was that shot, which that's all you're going to get, right? You're not getting much more than that, so that's what you kind of hoped it would be. And he was very critical of himself and the team of the turnovers, and he was very critical in making sure that going in and in order to close it out in the game in game 4, they have to protect the basketball and they have to play the same way they did down the stretch in that second half. He mentioned that the big difference from the first half to the second half was his aggressiveness. He kind of floated through that first half and kind of let them dictate what was going on. And I couldn't remember if he said somebody yelled at him or he just realized and kind of the mindset of you're the biggest dude on the court. Just go dominate. And that was kind of his mindset in the second half. And it showed, I mean, nothing that anybody has said is wrong about this win. This is a huge win, in all aspects, right? I mean, how far you were down, whether you're going to blame the refs or not, you were in that game, right? You didn't look like you were in the game at all in the first quarter and the first half, and then you came back and you made it a game. And as Nate said early in that second half, or that fourth quarter, hey, this game's close. Let's go win it. Like now that you got it this close, go win it, and they did. And in the playoffs, it's not always going to be pretty. In the playoffs, it's not always going to be easy. You're going to have to go through and win ugly.
Yeah,
and that's what they did.
Greg, and that's what you got to do. And I told you if they won this game, I was getting a tent ready on Broad because, I mean, the way you had to win it. It's just, like I said, if you connect all the dots on how they won this basketball game, of what's happened in this place in the past, etc., how Nick Nurse has been a little, chirpy about calls, right? And then they get all of them per se early on. You're down 17. Like, man, I can't say I could sit here for literally till 3 a.m. praising this basketball team because there's been plenty of playoff wins where I didn't have this same feel. Just didn't. Just being completely honest. Like, was pumped up, jacked up. Of course we were, but never to this. Because it's like the Phillies. The Phillies that play horrible in Miami, and now they are again, right? They played horrible in Colorado since 2020. Now they are again, right? So it's like they haven't exercised the demons, right? They haven't done that yet. And for the Sixers to do that tonight, I think that's, I believe in that kind of shit. I believe in monkeys off backs. I truly do. I think it's so important for athletes, for confidence-wise, right? Because common confidence is my go-to that we preach, right? You know what I mean? Like, be common confident. And I think these kinds of wins not only make everybody confident in your locker room, but for the guys that were there, the guys who were there for that shot, right? Tobias, Joel, right? Shake. There's guys on this roster that were there for that shot. And there's guys on this roster that were on the other team, and Danny Green. And there was guys on this roster that were there in Toronto through other bad experiences, right? So, huge one. I'm freaking like a proud father because, we, from the second this guy was drafted, we watched the videos, right? We watched the videos. We dealt with minute restrictions, and then for once in the city, we got what we were hoping for. We've had a lot of guys we hope to be great, right? A lot of guys that we would like to say is the best player in their sport. All right.
So
this is the best player in our sport. It is. And we don't have that to say about other teams. Even if you go through the last decade of Philly sports, right, guys? We don't have that to say that. And we were promised a lot with him. He promised us a lot. To get through everything he's got through to play this year, the amount of minutes, etc., it's truly amazing. It's great to watch, and I'm glad we got the finished product.
Real quick, so I'm watching our live reaction to it. Greg, how early did you know it went in?
Well, obviously before you guys.
Oh no, because I'm watching. You're you knew
before I did, Greg.
No, he knew 7 seconds ahead. So round of applause to Greg for keeping his composure. Round of freaking applause because Greg's doing I'll show you the face Greg's making.
I was like,
He had tears in his eyes, like he was.
No,
holding
this is the face. This is the face Greg was making.
yeah, like.
He's just like, By
the way, Milwaukee's getting trounced right now.
Oh my God, there's another game happening. Sorry.
I would like them if is anybody still betting this late. I wouldn't mind taking a little sprinkle of that money line for Milwaukee to come back.
I already did.
I would like the money line because I got him at 10. So
Yeah, I wouldn't mind the money line there. Basketball is a game of runs.
I think they did show though. I think Bobby Portis is out for the rest of the game.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it looked like he came out for warm-ups in the second half, and then he walked back to the locker room, and they haven't necessarily shown him come back. I don't know if there's anything like on Twitter about
What is he, sick?
Yeah, it looked like he was sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I only see him play 5 minutes. Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
No.
Who's their next man? Their next guy back? What, Allen? After Portis? Middleton's having an off day.
Yeah, or Connaughton coming off. Yeah, Connaughton off the bench.
Yeah. What was that, Pat Connaughton, I think?
Yeah. Former pitcher. Former baseball pitcher.
Yeah,
Hey, boys, sorry to cut you short. I'll catch you next week, all right?
All right, see you, brother.
Good night,
Yeah,
fellas. 10-9-8.
7?
6.
6.
Poor guy got tired from all the excitement.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm watching this back. Noah is just a shadowy. He's just a figure in the shadows, just flipping out when it went in, when the shot went in.
That reaction too by Embiid, he was like a kid jumping up and down.
And
Right?
Michael Rubin was too. He was sitting right there.
Was
Yeah, I saw that.
That was Rubin. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Rubin. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
Rubin
jumping
right
all
there.
over the court.
Yeah.
There he is.
Oh, speaking of the guy
Speak of the devil.
to beat the Raptors.
We're on the South Beach. Dak Rivers. What a good game, man. What a great game.
There's a
Everything that game needed, right? Everything that was a story, right? They look like shit. You know, Toronto went out. Their biggest lead was 15, 16, whatever it was. You know what I mean? Inching back, clawing back, fighting the refs, right? Looks, the heroes on the ground. Looks like it's all over, right? And then you got Embiid, Godzilla comes back. You know what I mean? What a great story. I love this. Is why we love sports.
Absolutely.
This is why you love it.
This is why you watch it, right?
This is why you watch it. It takes you on the ride.
And you can't script it, right? Like the movies that come out about them, that's why they're all like true stories, because you can't script this stuff.
Nate,
Vegas would say you're lying, but I agree. Vegas say we script this shit all the fucking time.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, 2.5 points, right? And they win by 3. Go figure, right?
In the cover. In the cover, too. I should have bet them live.
The
I saw
unders
them
hit,
they were
too.
like plus 157. I mean 156 live. And I'm like, man, Sixers could win this game. They were such a live dog.
I saw it at halftime. They were still 2-point favorites at halftime, even being down the way they were. And I'm like, when I saw that, I'm like, that tells you kind of what you already thought, right? You know what I mean? Like that this game is kind of a mirage in a sense of it was like the perfect storm for Toronto in that first half, right? They played, they weren't missing. You know what I mean? Like, let's give them credit. In the first half, they played very well and they shot very well. And then, of course, they also had those extra 3 guys that were on their team for a couple minutes.
Yeah, man, what a game.
Nate, you're spot on, though, because, I mean, I can't even describe to you the amount of times I screamed in my house just tonight. The phrase, I hate basketball, I hate sports. Just for us to turn around and be like, I love sports.
You love it. Yeah. You love it. That's a career-defining shot.
And how many times?
I mean, that's his biggest shot. right? It's his biggest shot he's ever taken.
Yeah, I think the only other one, and I think it's the only other time he's had a buzzer beater was, and we were just coming on the air on that night too. It was last year against Utah when we were like way undermanned and they came in here. This is when they're like when there was no ground.
Yeah.
And he had like he turned it, like he dropped it, and then it was over Joe Ingles. And it was just like a fadeaway three, and it's like that's a Michael Jordan shot. Like that's not a big man.
Yeah, and that shot, is great and all, but that's not a playoff winning game shot.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was just a regular season shot.
On the road, playoffs, your Robin is on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They call your name, they call your number for the last shot. Little flare out to the corner.
And you have to think that, well, again, going back to the end of regulation, whether that was the exact play call or not, you have to think that was in his mind already. Like, hey, I already missed one, right? Whether that was the actual shot or whether I just created a bad shot, he thinks like that. So, then to come back, get the ball again and bury it. And KZ, you're absolutely right. I'll cross Doc, as much as anybody and will love doing it. But if he doesn't get that timeout called, we're in double overtime, and who knows how this game ends.
He has, I don't even think it's a question at this point, undoubtedly done something that I didn't expect him to do. That's why I thought the series would go 7. He's flat out coached Nick Nurse. He's just completely, and I get it, listen, we have the better team. So, like, I'm not saying that he's doing more with less, especially in comparison, because they're a little banged up. But I mean, the amount of adjustments Doc's made. I mean, it's like he has been Glenn and he's back to Doc right now. I mean, this could go out the window very quickly. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I mean, again, Nick Nurse is an he's a very good head coach.
Yeah,
very good head coach.
It's on a team that, like, I feel like I'm a broken record. I keep saying it. Like, this team is like the anti-Sixers that we're playing in Toronto. They have a bunch of lengthy guys that just play hard. They play physical. And that could completely go right into our weakness, especially like we saw in the first 3 quarters, to where turning it over, not rebounded, just playing lackadaisical. You know what I'm saying? Letting the emotions get to us. Well, they fed off of that. And then I don't know if it's an example of just the lack of talent caught up with them, because as much as, Embiid and our guys did well in the fourth quarter kind of rebound, I don't like throwing choke jobs around, but I mean, they folded the Raptors. I mean, their own fans are saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they went on how many scoring droughts? I mean, so
they went on a 4-minute scoring drought.
Yeah, I think we'd probably say 4 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And thankfully, it was a stretch where we weren't playing good basketball, at least offensively. We buckled down on the defensive end, but offensively, we weren't playing great on our end either.
Yeah, so, like, as much as everything we did well, they did, they completely folded. And again, like, they don't have that it guy. They have a bunch of really good players. You know what I'm saying? Like, Siakam's a really good player. VanVleet's a really good player. But it just looked like a bunch of guys that didn't want to take shots. And then listen, that's no shot at them. Our team looked like that a lot, not only this season, but in the fourth quarter.
They don't have that one guy like they had in Kawhi where he can bail you out of tough situations. They don't have that guy no more. Yeah. Like, Siakam's not going to be that type of player that's going to bail you out. VanVleet's going to have his game, but at the end of the day, he's just not that type of player to bail you out of tough situations, whether you like it or not.
No, you're
and
absolutely right.
And at the end, also too, I mean, OG's just a guy, right? He on any other team, he'd probably be, he'll be a starter, but he's not going to be the focal point of your offense.
Yeah, just a really solid player. A solid player. Yeah.
Bobby Portis, for those that care, will not return to a right eye abrasion, which is weird.
Are we gonna get a masked Bobby Portis sometime?
We might.
It's going to be like the Embiid, like masked Embiid. Are we going to get masked Portis?
We got elbowed.
Yeah, I mean, so did Embiid with the orbital fracture with friggin' the Fultz.
Oh yeah,
Tristan Thomas. Thomas.
Oh, Tristan Thompson elbowed him.
Tristan Kardashian.
Well, that's probably the biggest impact he's had for the Bulls all season, to be honest.
They were going up. It was one of those, going up for rebound, arms flailing, and he catches them and cuts them. So yeah, it looks like he's not gonna. The Bucks tweeted that out, that he's out with a right eye abrasion. So we might game what? This is game 2.
Game 2, yep.
Yeah, game 3. You very well might see a masked man. It's weird that the Sixers are the Sixers the only team up 3-0? Was everybody else like is
Boston's up 2-0. Boston's up 2-0. They're the next team.
And Miami's up 2-0. We're just ahead. We're just ahead of them. So like they'll catch up in the next 3 days because
obviously, yeah. But I'm saying
and Boston and Brooklyn don't play again until Saturday, so they get another 2 days off.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, so we can be done the series Sunday, and they'll play game 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they played Sunday.
That's the crazy thing.
Had Monday and Tuesday off. They played tonight. Now they're gonna have Thursday and Friday off again, and then they play Saturday at 7. Brooklyn, Boston does.
Yeah.
Greg, I've been saying this the past week, ever since I realized like what the date was for, that supposed game 6 if we needed it. I've been screaming like, just get this. I don't care if it goes to 5, just get it done by next Thursday, because next Thursday, like I don't want to have to deal like selfishly, like it means nothing for the series, even though it shouldn't go to a game 6 now. Like if it goes to a game 6, something's really wrong.
Yeah. Panic.
Yeah. But like even before this, I was saying, get it done by Thursday, because I don't think any of us, especially Sixers fans and Eagles fans, want to have to deal with watching Game 6 of the Sixers while also dealing with the NFL draft next Thursday.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, like who makes that decision? like really? Like it's a Monday to Thursday break. Like we can play on Wednesday. It's fine. Like I'll speak for the team. So it looks like, at least at the moment, that's not going to be a problem, and we can focus on the draft without worrying about an elimination game against the freaking
quick question. Quick thing. Somebody posted a comment down there asking if there was the best big man shot that we've ever seen. To me, I think it is, because I've been growing up in the NBA where, centers now just started shooting the 3 and the midi. You know what I mean? Well, outside of Tim Duncan, right? There was never a guy that played the center position or played the 4 position that could shoot like Joel, or at least at the center position, right? Because you had your Dwight Howards that came into the league that were just back to the basket guys and never shot the ball outside the mid range. So to me, I think it is. I think it's one of the clutchest shot by a big man in terms of skill and size.
The best shot, like when I think of like the best like clutch, especially in the moment, shot by a big man, it's not perimeter, but like Ralphie, you'll know this better than I will. It was the Kobe to Shaq. The famous play in the final moment.
Yeah, but that was more. But that was more.
No, that was
like a lob, though.
I understand, but I'm just talking about timely big man bucket. So, but even that is not even in the comparison to this, because
it's not even close.
It's so foreign.
But what do you classify as a big man? Like is Dirk a big man? Even though he played the 4,
he was a power forward. He was a 7-footer.
It would have to be
but when I hear big man,
Timmy.
I'm thinking center. You know what I mean?
No,
I'm thinking 7 foot over.
What are we arguing about?
Somebody asked, Dan asked, is this the most, like the biggest, most important big man shot of all time?
Well, listen, the skill and size of it's absurd. Nobody's doing that. Okay, the size of him and the skill set, nobody in the country or outside the country is doing that. Okay, let's just be clear with that, Danny. So I 100% agree with you. And I'll say this: if somehow this basketball team ended up winning the whole damn thing, hypothetically, right? Hypothetically speaking, you would see that clip for the next freaking 4 decades. All right, that clip would just get ran, right? Like the cry got ran, that would get ran all the time, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's almost like Into the Night, Matt Stairs, right? It's like it's got that like feel to it of something you'll see forever, and you probably still will, because it's a ridiculous shot. Like even if they go to the NBA Finals, you'll see it for a while. But if they somehow found a way, which real quick, because I got to do one more thing, but real quick, this game, everybody talk about Boston's defense, which they're great at. Okay, so is Toronto. Honestly, they'll get really handsy with you too. But this game shows me I can win games like that. All right, that's how big this game is important to me on the way you want it. You want it with toughness. You want it with grit. You want it with scratching and clawing. You didn't win it with clamor. Make sense? You didn't win it all like a bougie win per se. This is a toughness. This is from the streets type win. All right, I want to be clear with that. So this makes me feel like I can play with anybody. Miami gets dogfighty with you too. So this makes me feel like I got the toughness. Now, I'm not guaranteeing wins in series, right, guys? I'm just saying it gives me the confidence moving forward that I really, truly believe now I can beat anybody in a 7-game series because this is a toughness win. This is what this is. And everybody out there should be jacked up. Everybody in this chat should be jacked up. Everybody should be pounding the like and hitting the subscribe if you haven't. Stay with us. The voice of Philly, the voice of the people. All right, we're here for you. We're here for you. And everybody's commenting in, and I freaking love it. Everybody's excited, and you should be. Right? I said it before I left. We exercised the goddamn demons tonight. Where does that take us? Well, Ralphie, there might never be a day you don't see that clip ran. It goes on. You got to live with that one. But I haven't seen a clutch shot from the outside the 3, right, or even outside the foul line.
Like what he did tonight.
Like this. Like let's go outside the foul line. We won't even say a 3. Name a big man that's like outside the foul line that makes a shot like that.
Timmy did in the finals. Timmy had a straightaway 3.
Timmy's different though.
I know
but you're right.
It's like it's weird, right? Because he doesn't have the guard skill that Joel has, but everything else he has, right?
But he's a big fundamental, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I mean, yes.
He doesn't have that skill set of what Joe has with his handle facing. I want to say he can face up, but then we've seen Timmy face up. So it's just that he doesn't face up from 18 feet. You know what I'm saying? So he's a little bit closer. But I think I was thinking about it. I think the biggest shot I've ever seen was the Tim Duncan from the top of the key. I think it was like game 6, game 7 in the finals. He made a 3, clutched, I think, to tie it. And he did the whole kind of arm crazy thing. I don't remember. I just remember that image. And it was one of like the biggest shot. I got goosebumps watching it. It was like one of the biggest shots I've ever seen.
And listen, it's funny because he is a big fundamental and he does things a little bit differently. Obviously, he doesn't have the size Joel has. Definitely had post moves for days. Okay, got to where he wanted to get to on the court. But again, to this size and because like Timmy was great down low too, right? Obviously, but he didn't have the dominating factor. You know what I mean? He didn't have like I can just muscle my way through you factor, right? There's only a few guys at the big man position that have truly had that, right? You know what I mean? They've truly had the back to the basket. All right, I can eat you up. I'll chew you up back to the basket. Joe has that, and then he has everything else outside of that. He just doesn't need to do that and wear and tear because he's so fucking talented. So everybody like before, like, get you back to the basket, Joe. He's not down low enough. He's down low plenty when he needs to be, right? You know what I mean? The game's different. The game you have to be able to stretch in today's game, right? But if like I'm not the guy, but if he played 20 years ago with this skill set, stop it. Stop it. Stop him. Already have 3 chips. You know what I mean? Like because he could do both. And nobody in the history of the game, the domination inside and his field goal percentage outside is absurd. It's absurd. Nobody's ever done this. Like his stretch of like me and Ryan talk about this for years. His stretch of a point a minute. Like nobody's ever done.
That's ridiculous. That stat. Yeah. It's like 31 minutes and 30 points.
It's absurd.
Well, I think that's why again like. All like the free throws, all of these things that are said about Embiid, it's fraudulent. So like, I'm not trying to like take away from that and provide excuses, but I think because, and to your point, Tom, because this guy is so much of so many different kinds of players at an elite level, I think it's honestly broken so many people's brains. Yeah. Where like, it's so foreign that they're like, oh, well, I haven't seen this before. I don't know what this means. So I'm just going to say it's bad. It's bad. It's like, no, he's just a different one. He's like 7 alterations of some of the best big man / perimeter guys that we've ever seen.
Yep. And Giannis is one of the most dominating players in this league right now, right? Mm-hmm. That dude's phenomenal, gets better every year, right? He ain't doing that. So like think about that. You know what I mean? There isn't a true 5 that doing that and then smoking you down low. There isn't. There isn't. Like they do both. Like you were just saying, right? A combination of so much. Like everything is thrown in here. Everything. We're gonna sprinkle this in. We're gonna sprinkle that in. Like he's got a little sprinkle of like everything. It's truly like. Listen, it was fun to watch before this year because of the longevity of it. Mm-hmm. For him is even better because now you watch the guy. We watch the guy somehow get better. Like,
yeah,
that was pretty good.
Oh yeah, and again, like we always talk about, it's going to be one of the greatest 30 for 30s we've ever seen. Selfishly as Sixers fans, but I think NBA fans because of everything. But again, like when I say that he's the perfect combination of everything, like don't get it twisted, fam at home. Like I'm not saying that means he's, all of a sudden he's better than Jordan. I'm not like, that's not what we're trying to say. It's that
chips for that.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's a different argument. But we are saying is that doesn't matter where he's ranked in this city or ranked, in the history of the game. What I am saying, I think what we can all agree with is that what we're seeing now and what we will look back on after his career is over is that we had never seen anything like him, and we probably will never see anything like him ever again.
No, and
regardless of what that means in like the all-time ranking, it's that he is a one of one. It's not, he's an Akeem because he's got some of Shaq. Oh, he's not Shaq because he's got some of Akeem. He's got some Kobe. He's got some that was a Ray Allen friggin' shot. He has a little Ray in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll just say this, right? If we don't want to compare him to the greats, right? Because it's not fair yet, right? But what we can compare him to is the people that are playing right now.
Yeah, with a friggin' award. Yeah.
Like, I'll compare you in your own generation. You know what I mean? I'm just going to sit here and compare you and where you're at right now. And where he's at right now is the best player, hands down, on a basketball court every night. Every night. Every night. And that's no shot at Giannis. That's no shot at Giannis. Giannis is the closest thing to him because he can dominate you like he can, right? Like it's like 1A and 1B. Think about that now, moving on in the playoffs, right, boys? So moving on in the playoffs, I feel like I got the best player in the series. The best player in the series. I might go get Jason Tatum at some point. I still feel like I have the best player in the series. I might go get Kevin Durant if they come back, right? I feel like I got the best player right now. Not what he's done in the past, right? We're talking about right in this moment. I have the best player. So think about that. Jimmy Butler, great player. I got a better player, right? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just giving you all names from everybody.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Better player. So listen, these other teams can say they're better teams. I sort of disagree with that because I think we're really team oriented the way we move the basketball. But I digress on that. What I'm never going to digress on is the fact that this guy's walking around as the best player in the league, and until throughout these playoffs, we should be feeling like we should win every series, because the conversation would be right before we made a trade for Harden is we got to get things around Joel. We're ruining it for Joel. Well, what we've watched is guys like Tyrese get better, right, throughout a season again, right? We watched James come in and have his ups and downs and have his flow of it, but sort of fit right in from Jump Street, right, on what he wanted to do and be a true point guard for this basketball team. We've seen Tobias play great defense and get better. So the facts are that we should feel like we should win every series because we have pieces around him. The cupboard's not bare here for him, right? And we've witnessed this in the first 3 games of this series, and that's the point moving forward is everybody out in this chat right now should feel like whoever door we're knocking on, right, we're walking in when we want to walk in, okay? We're walking in. We're just walking up in somewhere because you shouldn't be scared of nothing. Is it Middleton again? Wow.
It's a 5-point game, maybe a 4-point game.
I live bet it. Let's go.
What did I tell you? Love the live bet right there.
Nate, I live bet the Texas Rangers in the 5th inning, down 4-0, plus 1,400. Like, there's a lot of baseball left. I put $10 on that to win 150. There's a lot of baseball left. Yeah. Come on.
He hit the 3 and the 1.
Oh, Greg's so ahead on this one too. I mean, this is unbelievable. But, boys, that's my little rant on it. You guys should all feel like that. Everybody in the chat should feel like that. This is an exciting time. This is a different feel, and we're watching the best player in the league. Oh, my goodness.
No, I couldn't agree with you more, Tommy. And I think that the one thing to just add before I get out here is that every series you feel like you can win. It's like the Jordan effect, right? You know you have the best player on the court. So every series you go into, you feel like you can win. And I think that is what it's going to be coming. Like, they were already talking on radio. They were already talking about Miami. You know what I mean? We already moved on to the Miami. I needed to win today before I did that. Now that we won today, I can do that. Right. So now I'm looking ahead. But you feel that this team might finally get over the hump. What did we talk about months ago in the beginning, once we kind of saw what was coming, playoffs was coming, what felt like a winning season, right? I think Greg, me and you, we're saying get out of the second, get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and we see what happens. Because you're gonna face somebody legit.
Yeah.
Right. You're gonna face somebody legit in the Eastern Conference Finals conference. I'm sorry. So we're one step closer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Miami's good. Jimmy did his thing last game. You know what I mean? They're good. They're well coached. They're going to be tough. But with Joel Embiid on the court, you still look at the matchup and say they can't guard him. Like, it's going to be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we are a matchup nightmare. And for whatever it is, don't let old man Harden find his shot. You know what I mean? Don't let him get hot at least once, just to scare you.
You know what's going to play into that, though, Nate? Which, to your point, a couple extra days of rest. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, finish this game, you know, in the next one, put it to bed. At the very worst, Monday, that's big. That's big.
The other thing that plays into that, too, is the emergence of Tyrese, right? I mean, the emergence of Tyrese is now making defenses have to play to him. Right before it was Joel and then James, right, and rightfully so. But now you have to account for where Tyrese is on the floor. You know what I mean? And we talked about, I think, on Sunday how Tyrese was third in the NBA in 3-point percentage. So you can't leave him outside, right? And we know, unfortunately, I mean, he had a couple bad possessions down the stretch tonight, but for the most part, he can get to the basket at will, and he has shown the ability to finish regardless of what's around him. Oh, that's not a foul.
That's Greg, you know what the crazy thing is? Is like then he's a young kid put back in the point guard spotlight tonight. So
yeah,
give him a little pass on that
one.
No,
absolutely.
Right. You're 100% right.
But his emergence has made defenses now have to go to him, and then kind of to that, to the Nate and Ryan's point is, all right, you're going to leave James then to double Tyrese at times? Don't let that happen. As much as I hate James, I'm sure he can still hit an open shot, right? You know what I mean? And especially in the playoffs. So I'll there's a lot to be excited about. There's a lot to look forward to. And
we're a tough matchup for Miami, I think.
We really are.
Like,
Which scary.
We're definitely a tough matchup because somebody's going to have a mismatch somewhere.
Well,
depending on the schedule,
it's Tower Hero. Tower Hero can't go to Park Car, so that's where you attack all game.
I'll actually one up it. I mean, I don't disagree with that, but I think it's Maxey Lowry. Because Lowry can't. I'm not going to say he can't play anymore because I'm not putting that in the universe for him to put up 40 in game one against us. But you see what he's doing out there. He's just trying to draw fouls right now. I mean, he's.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about
Harden, the same player, right? Like,
no, I'm talking about
two old heads on the court, right?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Game.
That's what I'm saying, Tom. To where he can't keep up with Max.
3-point game.
Oh, I'm not saying him. I'm just saying, like, the one time we played them and we beat them, we just attacked Hero. At least Kyle is physical. You know what I mean? Like, and he's not as fast as he was back in the day. I get it. He's never really fast, but you guys know what I mean. And I agree with what you're saying, right? That, that's a matchup you can win too. But I'll take my chances on whoever. I'll take my chances on pick and rolls and get Tower Hero mismatched on guys and just abuse his ass. I'm gonna do what Atlanta did to Seth Curry last year against us. I mean, Kevin Huerter just abused him. So I'm gonna find somebody to abuse Tower Hero, and that's how I can win that series.
What Miami's got to show me to really, refrain from really thinking that this is going to be a storyline against the Sixers, but I could already see it through the two games. Bam Adebayo has gotten into foul trouble in the first two games, and he's not playing against Joel Embiid. He's playing against Onyeka Okongwu. He's not playing against Clint Capella, and he's getting into foul trouble against those guys.
Yeah.
So if you're struggling in that realm against them, what is an Embiid matchup going to look like?
Like I said, it's a tough matchup for them.
It's filthy, Greg.
It really is. It is a tough matchup for Miami. I think we have a tough matchup against them as well, but I think for them, it's just like it's a tough matchup. It's a tough matchup because they just they got bench players, right? They got people on the bench. They're a little bit deeper than we are. You know what I mean? But for like starting five versus starting five, like it's tough, man. We've already said this multiple times. I mean, outside of Kevin Durant, Embiid is the most unguardable person one-on-one, right? And they're in whatever Boston's doing, they're doing a good job against Durant, right? When he was 0 for 10 in the second half.
Al
Yeah,
Horford's
0 for
playing
10.
out of his Al Horford's playing out of his mind right now. That's what it is.
He belongs in Boston. You know what I mean?
He really does. He really does.
He just works in Boston. He belongs in Boston. But that just I'm just looking at that matchup, man, and it's just like that's just an interesting matchup because I'm thinking like, where does Jimmy go? Right? Does Jimmy go on Harden?
Yep.
Because you put Lowry on Maxey, that's a mismatch.
Yep.
Right? That's just a mismatch. That his first step is one of the fastest first steps I think we've seen in a long time. Maybe AI. Like he just blows past people.
Hero's going to play 35 minutes, so who's he guarding?
Right? Yeah. Where do you put him?
Is
He a 3 on that team? He's a 3, right?
He almost has to go.
Yeah.
He almost has to go against. I don't know who another guy they would have in, but
They probably put him on Danny.
if they want that,
Gabe Vincent.
Yeah, Gabe Vincent or Max Strus.
yeah, but Gabe Vincent's another guard. I'm saying when they're running like 3 guards, when it's like Hero, when Hero's on the court, it's like Hero, Butler, whatever, somebody else, right?
Probably PJ Tucker.
Yeah, maybe that's the rotation. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They showed tonight because Nick Nurse in the second half tried to not get beat by other people and tried to let Joe go one-on-one with guys, and you see how that aged for him. So you can't go one-on-one with him, and you got to send people, and I think that's where teams are going to get in trouble because they're going to try to take him out of a game, and there's enough guys here that can spread it and score.
Tom, I mean, here's your options, okay, for that question. So the starting 5 they're running with right now is Butler, Lowry, you've got Max Strus, you've got PJ Tucker at the 4, and then Bam at the 5. And then they're running a 5-man bench rotation right now.
See you, Billy.
Later, Bill. 2 of these could change a little bit depending on health. But again, these 2 guys haven't been healthy. The one hasn't been healthy in like 5 years. But they're playing Caleb Martin. He's getting around 17, 18 minutes a night. Dwayne Dedmon's their backup center. Again, good luck trying to go up with Embiid in the off minutes. Gabe Vincent's getting 26 minutes. Tyler Hero's getting 31. And then Duncan Robinson's your other. The 2 guys who have yet to appear that could maybe change it a little bit is Markieff Morris and Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, I think Morris makes sense.
Yeah,
if he's not hurt. Is he still hurt?
Yeah, he's been on and off since Jokic,
yeah,
elbowed him in the
I
back.
think Morris makes sense because he gives you some size and toughness, right? Yeah. Inside. He's a good matchup for on Tobias, right? I think that's a good
even Embiid just from the toughness standpoint. You know what I mean? Embiid eats his lunch, but he's gonna at least make him work for it.
Yeah, and he's not a pushover, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's gonna get right back up in your face. North Philly. So
yep.
I could see them trying to run a 2-man smother fest with Tucker and Bam on Embiid. You know what I'm saying?
Just a bad call. I don't think they put Tucker on Embiid.
He's just so gritty though. You know what I'm saying? He's just gonna keep coming at him.
That's just bad. Hey Don, I saw your question about the Pelicans. Interesting series right now with Booker out. Very interesting.
2 games too. He's out 2 games.
Yeah, and I think Chris Paul said it. Only thing they can worry about is game 3. Game 3 is going to set, whether they can win this series or not. And the growth that Ingram's having right now, that we're seeing right before our eyes, with that young team.
There were some shots in that game. That game last night.
He made some really big shots.
Yep.
He's the go-to guy. We already know how skilled he was. People forget he's 6'10", right? And how skilled he is. And then shout out to Willie Green, right?
Ex-Sixer.
Willie Green being a young coach and getting those young players to believe in their system and believe that they can win games. So that team, I don't know. Phoenix is a good team. Without Booker, they're still a good team. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the number is right now because I wasn't looking at that series, but that is an interesting series. I wouldn't be surprised if New Orleans is favored, on their next game. Wouldn't surprise me at all. I haven't looked at this series because I had no feel of what this matchup would look like. Like I just didn't have a feel for it, so I didn't have a play on it. But the fact that Booker's down, a lot of people gonna be betting New Orleans, right?
Chicago up 10, starting the 4th here.
I'll tell you this, Nate. maybe you take a look at this, as far as the line, right before the game, but I would love the over on Cameron Johnson's points.
Oh yeah, for sure. Somebody's got to score.
Well, and plus, like we've seen all year, whether it was Chris Paul out or whatever, he just takes over games.
Cameron Payne.
Say that again, Tom?
Cameron Payne, the point guard?
No, they have him too. No, Cam Johnson, guy from North
Cam
Carolina.
Johnson. Yeah, he's a younger.
With the afro.
Yeah.
Oh, when he said Cameron, I got confused.
Yeah, I'll take Cameron Payne's over too. I like him.
The artist formerly known as Artist.
The Warriors look pretty good, huh?
Oh, they're not bad.
Cameron Artist Payne. That's right. Oh my God. Forgot all.
Yeah, I don't think they get out the West though. They're not because
who?
Gold State?
Yeah, Golden State. I don't think they get out the West.
I don't know, Nate. They might finally be healthy. They haven't been healthy all year.
Yeah, I mean, but did Steph play all 30-something minutes or normal minutes that he usually plays?
Yes,
he's in a
did.
weird. Yeah, I mean, he's in a weird role. He's coming off the bench.
Stuff.
He's like their sixth man right now.
The line's 1 right now, Nate. To your point, in the Phoenix Pelicans game,
it'll be a pick.
Phoenix -1.
It'll be a pick by game time.
They don't play till Friday, so you're probably right. There's probably a lot of movement left in that line.
Yeah, for sure. Money will come in, and then it'll get some pushback. It'll get some resistance from some syndicates and some big bettors. But it should be I mean, it's a pick now, right? It's a point.
Yeah.
So, but it should be a pick by the time tip off.
Sixers open up as a 3-point favorite at -105 odds.
That'll jump. People will be betting the sweep.
That is disgusting.
That'll jump to probably -4, -4.5 by tip, I think.
Nate, let me ask you this. What do you think would happen, say, for example, with the line if Scottie Barnes plays? Because I know pregame they were talking about how they are cautiously optimistic that Scottie Barnes will appear. But again, it's kind of like, what kind of Scottie Barnes are you getting? He's been in a walking booth the last 4 days.
Well, you got to think about when like big time players are out, the line only moves like 2 points.
Okay.
Right. So he's a difference maker, but he's not like a difference maker where the line would really shift. You might get some kind of quick reaction where the line might shift to like, a half a point, but I don't even think he's worth that. So you would see that line really come back. So in my opinion, I don't think there's really no difference. I would expect big syndicate, big bettors to be crushing the Sixers right now, like just crushing the Sixers. And I gave this on Twitter. The best bet so far, fade the fucking Phillies.
Damn right.
Just to switch it up real quick. Fade. I said the best bet so far in baseball is fade the fucking Phillies.
Fade the
I'll tell you that right now. Fade them motherfuckers because I don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, it's ridiculous how they lose games still.
Not good right now.
That's been the play the last 10 years, and it probably will continue to be.
Fade the goddamn Phillies, man. But that's my time, y'all. I will get with y'all. Come Sunday, we will be back. More plays to give. If you haven't become a member yet, we had a great fucking weekend. Right? We had a great fucking weekend. Hit the membership. I know the link's in the chat. If you don't know, go to A2D Radio, go to YouTube, hit the join button. $9.99 a month. Probably too many nines because it's too late. But $9.99 a month. We're up. We were down 3 units. We are back up 2, just like that. Just like that in the snap. And we're going to keep moving. And then guess what the bet is going to be? Fade the fucking Phillies on the weekend. That's the bet.
Lock of the year.
Lock it in. Fade
Lock it up.
All right, fellas. I'll get with you boys.
Nate, see you, brother.
Yeah, Nate.
You know what's great, too? Like, say, for example, Chicago goes, I mean, it looks like by all means they're going to win this game.
Yeah, they weathered that storm.
All the chaos going all around, obviously the Suns, could they be in a little bit of trouble? The Bucks, how many games are they going to be without Portis? I still think even if they miss Portis, say, for the rest of the series, I think they'll still be fine. But I like that all this chaos is occurring, and it has nothing to do with us for once. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're good. Like the Luka Doncic thing, Utah seems like they're continuing just to be Utah. and we're just chilling.
But in total, like Philly nature, though, you're waiting for that shoe to drop for us, though, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, I'm happy today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy today. I'm fully expecting by this time next week I'm going to be pissed again.
You're waiting for something like all of a sudden, like Danny Green suspended for Game 4 for something, right? You know what I mean? Like something stupid like that, just because bad things happen in Philadelphia, right? You know, but no, I mean, we got definitely encouraged. Even if that Nets Brooklyn series is ends up being quick, which I wouldn't have expected. It seems like it's a drag out series though too. You know what I mean? So it seems like they're beating each other up, and Chicago's playing well right now, so that they look to even the series here, back up 16 early here in the fourth. So you'll see. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Ryan. It's kind of finally nice to kind of sit back and be like, we're in control of our own destiny for right now, right? You know what I mean?
Look at this, Greg. We got $2.79 Canadian.
Oh, thank you.
Raptors fan. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Maui.
Maui,
appreciate it.
Thank you, Maui.
I think it was hard to stomach. It was hard to stomach for us too, because we didn't know.
Yeah, we'll gladly take it though. But thank you.
We've been there before.
Yeah,
I think the ball's still bouncing, right? I appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much.
Bill actually said, so we were right in this. He says they just said Embiid was 0-14 on game-winning or tying shots until tonight. Wow.
Okay, nice.
Good time to finally. He was due, ladies and gentlemen. He was due. I didn't realize he was due, but he's due. Let me ask you real quick on the Celtics Brooklyn thing. So, to whom shall not be named? We all know who that certain someone is. By all accounts, he's going to play either in this coming game or game 4.
Yeah.
Hatred aside, I'll try my best to also put my hatred aside. No promises, though. How much of an impact do you honestly think he gives them?
Gives them another defender.
I think
they desperately need.
I think at that point, that's his only impact right now.
Yeah.
I think it's, again, hatred aside, it's unfair to expect him to come in and change the game offensively. But what he's always done is he's always been able to defend. And that's something that you don't need chemistry for. That's something you don't need practice time for, right? You know what I mean? So that's something that I think he can have immediate impact. Will it change the series? I highly doubt it. But that's something that he could come in and impact for.
Maybe. I think it's hard to not play for as long as you have.
That completely agree there, yeah.
And then expect a guy who's never played really well in the playoffs to ramp it up. So I agree on the offensive side of things, obviously. I mean, should he make him better and deeper? Yeah, I mean, of course, but I just don't know what it's like not playing all year. What does that really do? What can you really bring? And I think that series, either way, I think there's a good chance. There's a chance and a decent one, I would say, that series can end up going back to Boston at 2s. I mean, it's not like out of the realm of possibilities. I mean, Durant and Kyrie had bad games tonight. I don't expect both of them to have another bad game in game 3. So, I think the Boston wins game 3. I mean, sorry, the Nets do. But I mean, the way Boston's playing, it's hard to pick against them though. But I could see it because there's a lot of talent still on the Nets.
I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. And again, this has nothing to do with hatred. I think it's a mistake that they're even thinking about playing him. I really, truly do. You cannot put him on the floor with Drummond. You cannot. Especially with the length of how, unless you're going to flip him and you're going to have Claxton playing. Like, you cannot have that. The one team, if you're going to name the one team that knows how to take Ben Simmons out of games, it's the Boston Celtics. And those teams in which Ben Simmons has faced in the past, both regular season and playoffs, they were nothing compared to this team, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I agree with you. They're in drastic need of defense, the Nets, but everything that he could give you, and I say could give you on defense, he's going to absolutely take away from you on offense, which, again, I'm not saying you don't need defense right now, but what are you seeing right now? You're getting smothered. Durant's getting smothered. Kyrie's not doing what he needs to do. And if those two guys aren't leading the fray and they're not going off, you're going to rely on Seth Curry to give you 40, Patty Mills, Goran Dragic. You know what I'm saying? Like you say it again. Say it again, Tom.
Unless he comes in shooting.
And he's not going to. And I'm not saying you, and you know that, Tom. So that's not directly to you, but like, I honestly think this could have an all-time negative effect because what the hell happens? Again, if we're fully buying into he was, the scared, mentally not ready, all that. If we're buying into that, what the hell happens if the day he comes back on the court, it gets worse, right? Instant hack-a-bend. Okay, the Celtics are going to smother him even more because if the Hawks defense ruined you, like stop. The Hawks ruined you. This is Boston. Number one defense in the league. I don't know, man. I wouldn't touch it. I get it. Like, you need reinforcements and he's the guy and you can give you all sorts of things. I don't put him anywhere near the floor. And I don't know.
I mean, it'll definitely be interesting for sure because, it's something Middleton's going to the locker room.
Oh, God.
He took a spill a couple minutes ago. Got to give to his. But yeah, I mean, Tommy brought up a great point with the time off. You know what I mean? It's one thing to be injured, like physically injured and not being able to play. You don't know what that's going to do for the mental injury that he's had.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, how many times are you just going to let Giannis walk?
Oh, geez. He took
in one play, he walked like 3 times in one play.
That was a double Euro.
Double dribble, then a double Euro.
17 steps.
Jeez, I mean, He's hopping. He's friggin' hopping.
But no, I mean, the time off is a huge factor that I didn't really factor in. It's tough. But I think they're in a tough spot, right? You know what I mean? They're kind of in the spot too. Like, yeah, we traded for them, so we need to get something out of them somehow.
Yeah, and it's difficult too.
Sorry, Rafa, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say too, like even though Ben looks good in practice and his back is completely fine, it's definitely like Greg, you were saying, like it's definitely gonna be way different in game until you get that one elbow in your back, right? And then your back's like, I don't know about this, right? And the back starts to tighten up, and then you start to look like shit. So I think,
guys like Marcus Smart are gonna throw that elbow right in the back.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Love that guy.
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of people in the chat saying, just put him small ball 5, or I guess not even small ball because the freaking guy's 7 foot, even though he plays like he's 6'3". I keep forgetting that. Like, oh wait, that's a 7 foot guy. Doesn't play like
KD's 7 foot too. So like, you go small ball and you have 2 7-footers on the floor.
Yeah, but KD weighs the same as me, so like I can get not trying to put him down low. Simmons has a little bit of weight on him, a little bit, I guess. But I don't know. Again, just throwing him out there. Like I actually just went to see like how Drummond's been doing on the boards because I was thinking like, okay, what Drummond's been when he was a backup here, he was like a double-digit rebound guy. And he had 4 total rebounds tonight. I mean, that's atrocious. So like what I was going to say before I knew that was, you can't take the rebounding of Drummond off the floor. Well, maybe you can because at least in tonight's game he had 4. Simmons can have 4, and he had 4 in game 1. Jesus, okay. The hell's going on with him?
Is he playing big minutes?
Played 17 in game 1. I think he played 28 tonight.
I mean, he was playing those minutes. What else? And yeah, he was double digits.
He was walking into 20.
Yeah.
He played 24 tonight. So he's had well over 40 minutes in the first 2 games, and combined, and he's had 8 rebounds. I mean, Kyrie had twice as many rebounds. Bruce Brown had twice as many rebounds. So, and Brandon says, Drummond's not playing in the fourth quarter anyway. Yeah, understandable. But again, when's the hack-a-bend time? Fourth quarter.
And he's matching up against what, Theis or Horford?
Daniel Theis. Yeah,
Theis.
Because Horford's been on the perimeter with Durant majority of the time, and it's been him and Marcus Smart.
And Theis is usually an outside guy too. Like, so, it's not like Drummond's facing going up against a guy that's usually down at the at the bucket. But
yeah, I mean, KZ said Celtics got some big guys out there. Probably has been nullified. That's probably what nullified Drummond's rebounds. I mean, I'll check. Yeah, I mean, because even Al has 6. I mean, that's not astronomical. I mean, here's the thing. They actually had the same amount of rebounds, the Nets and the Celtics, in tonight's game. So it's not like it was a – it was 36. It was 36 all for both of them. So it's not like it was a 40-20 ratio.
Right.
So I don't know. Ralphie and Greg and Tom, what was your original prediction for Brooklyn, Boston? Like how many games?
I had Nets in 6.
Greg?
I didn't have a predict. I thought the Nets would win. I didn't necessarily put anything down. I probably would have taken 6 or 7. Just because I thought that game. I thought that 2 really good teams and be going back and forth.
Yeah, Jason, I had Celtics in 7, but I mean, and Tom's right. This could very easily, this conversation can go out the window, and they could be getting, on a trip back to Boston in a handful of days, and they could be 2-2 So
yeah.
But I wasn't expecting it to go like this at all, especially with how uncomfortable the 2, main pieces for Brooklyn has looked.
Yeah, that I think is the key, right? Because I mean, game 1 was literally a washing machine last second shot, right? So that game, could have gone either way, and that's the type of game you expect. Tonight was a little bit more open, but it seemed like throughout the game it was close. I didn't watch much of it at all, so it's not like I was watching it, but doesn't seem like the games are that far out of reach. And stuff like that. So it's still a tight series, and yeah, absolutely, there's no question that could very easily be going back 2-2.
Yeah, I don't remember what I had. I just probably thought it would go 7.
Here. Did we get any Nick Nurse comments, Greg?
Oh, that ball was close. That was a clean block by Drew.
Absolutely was. What, they called it a foul?
Yeah, they did.
Shocker. Well, I guess they're challenging it. I guess
they must be challenging it.
Greg, or Ralphie, did you see any Nick Nurse comments? I'm interested to see what he has.
I'm looking. For
I didn't. I'll throw it to Twitter real quick. I didn't see anything glaring, though.
I mean, it would be astounding if he has anything to complain about tonight, other than his team folding in the 4th. Brandon says Nurse was horrible, not pressuring the ball with 1 second on the shot clock was bad. Yeah, he kind of just thought, they're not making it.
Yeah, I mean, you could say Nurse was horrible, but you could also just say, hey, it was good execution, right? To free up Joel. That's what you draw up a play to do too, right? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I'm all for crushing Nick Nurse, but
I mean, he did have his hands on his knees, like ready to go on the replay. He was like telling people where to go, and
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was a great design. If you I watched it like 10 times. It's a great design. If you
I haven't gone back and watched it yet.
How Greg points out how they got him free.
Oh, you see Kendrick Perkins tweet, Tom? You're a Perkins guy, right? Or a Kendrick Perkins guy? You're not Tiger. You're Perkins. Yeah, you're not that kind of Perkins guy. So people said that
successful.
Yeah, of course that'll be successful. That one will, Greg. If we did that, it wouldn't be. He said people said that Nick Nurse was going to coach circles around Doc Rivers. I believe it's been the other way around. That timeout Doc set up for his MVP to hit the game winner was a beautiful thing to watch. By the way, the Sixers are up 3-0. Don't mind me, though. Carry the hell on.
I love it.
Yeah, Nick Nurse is not better than Nate McMillan. Somebody tweeted out, okay, somebody has to say it. As we collectively as a fan base have rightfully buried him all season for being season long for being too stubborn to change anything and too dense to learn from his mistakes. Doc Rivers. Oh, this is a Sixers draft. Doc Rivers has run circles around Nick Nurse's series. It hasn't been close.
It hasn't.
Oh my God, Drake was celebrating. Sorry, Tom, go ahead.
No, just people were running him out of town before the playoffs, and I remember ranting about it. Like, I don't think he's perfect, but let's calm down. Calm down.
There's pictures coming out. Drake was celebrating with Embiid. You can't see it; it's blurry, but like
that's funny.
Drake's like literally smiling as Joel's celebrating going down the tunnel, and he's right next to him.
Somebody said Joe trolled him bad, but I didn't see it.
Love that though.
The hilarious part of this game is that Nick Nurse's plan to bitching to the league actually worked, yet Embiid still effing owned him.
Yep, true.
I feel cleansed, Tom. Like you said, like that friggin' prayer service was like the first part, and then it's like I know this wasn't,
Fire Nick Nurse is trending.
Really, Ralphie, you might have a new head coach.
Well, that's what someone says. Someone says, fire Nick Nurse, book his ticket to LA and send him packing already.
Yes. Come on, baby.
I would love that for you, Ralph, especially because Nick Nurse would get out of the conference. I would love that for you.
Oh yeah.
This is what
maybe Frank Vogel can go to Toronto.
Yeah, right.
This is what fan bases do to like run a good coach out of town. You know what I mean? Still a good coach. So
yeah,
I think it's funny. They're missing a big part of their team, and they're not like loaded. They're just tough. They're tough.
Yeah, we're the better team. We're the better team. It happens.
And he did outcoach them. Better team, and he outcoached them. His team's ready to play basketball. His team's been ready all series, and it could be worse. Like, I know his championship was over a decade ago and was with great players, but like he's been to the postseason a bunch too. Like, that matters. Like, being it matters. Now listen, he's got to get over him. He's got to taste it again. Because it's been a long time, right? So nobody's crowning like that long ago, but it still matters. He's still going there. I mean, Kendrick knows him well. He's talked about what kind of coach he is. So, I think guys do respect him and play for him. And, everybody complaining when Sam is the head coach. I like Sam. You know what I mean? But I like having both of them. I like having both guys here. I thought that was like a big win when we ended up getting both and not just one of them, right? Because we were like, oh, we'll take Sam as our head coach, right? Remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get both of them, so we're winning. Probably Miami Bill is the best bench in the East, but they run it weird. So you know what I mean? It's like it's hard to like put. They're like obviously the easy one because they have a lot of bench guys, but I don't know. As you see in the playoffs, like the bench is what it is. Your big time money guys got to win your basketball games. Bench is nice. Like, George's was good for us tonight. You know what I mean? So it's not about like how many guys you have. It's about the guys you have. Can they give you productive minutes?
Yeah, and Miami kind of runs it the way Golden State did for a while when they first started like their dynasty, right? Like you had Zaza Pachulia starting, but then Iguodala was first guy off the bench, and then wins MVP right in the finals. So because he played more minutes, and that's kind of what they're doing with Hero and Gabe Vincent. Like those guys don't play, don't start, but they still play enough minutes to where they're very impactful. So yeah, no, I agree.
Greg, where did you say you saw Nick Nurse's trending? Where did you see that?
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily trending, but just there's a whole lot of, when you just hit latest, there's just a whole bunch of fire Nick Nurse, FU Nick Nurse. I don't know if it's necessarily quote unquote trending.
Okay. By the way, so Tyrese Halliburton tweeted about Joel. All the comments under it just says tampering. It's either tampering or come home. That's all the replies.
What do you say?
LOL, Joel is insane.
Yeah, he is insane. Like those guys that play against him just laugh at it. Like that guy just do that?
Well, it's funny. Even Darius Slay, a couple weeks ago, he tweeted out that Jokic is the MVP. And it was a war, let's just say, in the comments.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He just came back and he said, that's MVP stuff right there, Embiid. And everybody's like, there he is. He's home. He's home.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
That's what that was my crumb. Like, people like just going, that was my crumb one. Not Darius. It was just the idiot fans. Just like, he didn't even say anything bad. At the time, it was probably the truth.
I mean, he should have known not to tweet that, though. Don't tweet that.
Yeah. But that was a ridiculous shot.
It's funny, friggin'
Chicago up 10.
Yep, it's gonna be tied up. I tied up at ones.
Derek Carr was tweeting the other night about Embiid and Maxey. And I was telling people, I'm like, you know what? If he requests a trade, I'll take him just based off of that tweet. Also, because he can throw the football. But I'm like, you know what? Those tweets, I appreciate that, Derek. I'll offer a second-round pick for you.
And we'll take Max Crosby coming off the DN, too.
Oh, he's a big Philly guy.
He was a part of that, yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if he rings the bell because he was tweeting and somebody was like, yo, come to Philly, bro. And he just put like soon with like the eyes. I wonder if he's the bell ringer, if it needs to be for game 5. If not, first game of the next series.
It'd be kind of awkward, having a Las Vegas Raider guy ringing the bell.
Hey, if he wants to come here and play football, I'll take him.
Oh, well, no shit, right?
Well, maybe it could set up. Maybe they could sit down, have a couple meetings, have a slice or two.
They're pretty good, though. I don't know why. Nobody's trying to leave there. When he's got Devontae.
That Devontae signing, that friggin' changed the entire league with wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody's looking to trade the receivers because they don't want to pay Devontae Adams money.
Yep, everybody's out.
Seriously, it broke the whole league.
And the players are like that too, right? The players are like, well, fuck this. This guy's
let me get my money.
Jason, I didn't know if it's going to be training camp soon. I didn't know if he was cutting. That's why I don't know if he wants to go full cheesesteak. Slice. Right, Ralphie? You know what I'm saying?
By the way, there's a chance that I am in, depending on how the schedule works out, that I am in Miami, for one of those games.
Can you glue yourself to the court like what those other fans did? Can you do that for us? Just glue like A2D to the court? That'd be fun.
There is a chance.
Tom, do you co-sign that? Little glue action?
I don't co-sign Greg with glue, no.
I do just because I just want to see that mess unfold. I just want to see that somewhere. Greg with glue, new show coming every week.
We're gonna need industrial fucking duct tape.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna need the industrial size. I don't know if there's a bigger size than regular duct tape, but we're gonna need that.
Well, should he just do what the other fan did and chain himself to the backboard?
Yeah.
Remember the rubber cement?
Oh yeah, I have some in the cabinet over there.
That stuff used to smell so good.
Oh, I'm sure
that's why I have it in the cabinet over there. I'm not nothing I need to cement, but I've got it over there just in case.
You're a sniffer, Greg. You would be. In the rubber cement. All right, boys, you can finish this. I've had 4 straight days of shows, so
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. You can take us with you, Tom.
All right. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I left it all out there tonight. You know what I mean? I left it all. We all left it all out there.
An OT game pulls it all out of us.
Yeah, I'm happy that we have a 3-game break now.
Oh, there goes Vucevic. Puts it back up to 8.
Yeah, I need a breather. Right.
Yeah, I'm happy for this.
So, and listen, to end it, a much-needed and a must-win situation for the Philadelphia Phillies today, and they're able to find a way. That's huge. It's huge. You got to end this somehow. You got to end it. Right, come back home. You get a breather now, and now can you maybe start winning some series? Okay, you don't got to go sweeping anybody, but hey, Milwaukee's coming to your house. Can we play great baseball at home? Haven't played it on the road. Can we at least right now play great baseball at home? The tread water, right? Because that's what we need to do. We need to sort of get out of this. Okay, win some baseball games. Maybe win a couple in a row. Maybe just start with 2. See how it feels. See if you like it. And we
toe the water.
Yeah, the water's warm. Water's warm for the Phillies, but bats came alive today. Great sign, and now
they weren't all homers. They weren't all homers too. Like we got the long ball, but you had Baum that was singling up, and before the long ball, Camargo was on fire, right? So and the long ball came, but they weren't all long balls, which is nice.
Very true, especially there.
Yeah,
especially there. So it's a good sign. Good at bats. F1 battle today. So we'll take it. It's always battling when you're not getting smoked around the yard of cores.
Yeah.
So happy for a win. Get on the right side of things.
It's a good day.
They come back Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then next week Colorado's in town. So I'll have some tickets to give away.
Hello.
Little 2-piece down low, and I'm gonna do it to our next member. Our next YouTube member, $9.99 a month. That's what that gets you. You'll get the tickets. That's how we're going to do over this one. All right? More members. Come be a member for $9.99 a month. All right? It's right in our description over on YouTube. You just click on our description and you scroll down and you'll see the link for it. All right? Come join us. We'd love to have you. And everybody out there listening, if you haven't already, tell a friend, tell a motherfucking friend to hit the subscribe, hit the like. All right? Stay with us. I like to say it all the time. Nate not with us. He was with us earlier. No, Eaton was with us earlier. That's Ralph Delavecchio down low with Greg Mwakovic, Ryan Brodo. I'm Tom Arnome, and we're always brought to you by BetUS. BetUS is a leading online sports book. They've been in the market for over 25 years. You can bet on everything and anything in the U.S. You can use the link that's pinned right in our comment section on YouTube and our description on Facebook. And if you use that link, you get 125% sign up bonus. So do it. Boys, great show. Great win. Make sure you just got your damn alerts on because we got shows here every night. You got a 2-piece coming to you tomorrow. Pro Fan Talk with former Eagles running back Marcus Thomas and Birds of a Feather after that. And we got a ball game here in Milwaukee. Down 4 with a chance to go down 3. So
under a minute.
See what happens here.
Milwaukee's winning this.
Enjoy it. We out of here.